Listen. Yeah. Yes, God. Get that out of there.
I'm good at getting that mute button now. Everybody, what's up? Happy Sunday to you. It's your boy, Matty Rants. Thank you for tuning in once again for another installment of The Panel, where I pull together some of my bestest of friends and we talk about one of our favorite television programs for your entertainment. Now, I already have a review posted for this episode that we did yesterday. That was a Saturday, available now on my channel, so you can certainly check it out. But this one offers a few more perspectives, maybe some agreements, maybe some disagreements, conversations that can be considered critical but constructive. Believe it or not, we're within the TOS, that's the terms of service, no matter how mad you can get. And trust me, I may be on my preacher pulpit today, but I got a couple of pastors in the waiting over here. Everyone's blessed. So what we're going to do is get these social medias out the way so you can follow, subscribe, share, love, do all of those things. And then we'll get this started. Of course, follow with the disclaimer and everything else that is to come. So I hope you're all having a wonderful day. Happy Sunday to you. For those of you in the Sunday, and still in that day. For those of you maybe on Monday, happy Monday to you. And those for you watching the playback, how's it going, etc. I appreciate, etc. All of you, etc. Love you down. All right, let's get my social medias out the way first, and let's get this started. It's at MattyRants everywhere except for Twitter, which is at the MattyRants. Find that in the description. It's a Linktree link down below. Grab that branch, baby. Swing, sucker. Move out the way. I'm with my girls and we all need space. When the queen come through, part like the Red Sea. That's what you can do. But you can also catch me on Patreon. I do reactions for your consumption, over 250 plus videos. Check it out. We got a lot of videos over there for as low as $1 a month. So please subscribe to my Patreon. And also I am bookable on Cameo. I received a request, not a quest, maybe Johnny Quest, but a request today. So I'm going to try to get that done as soon as possible. Also, reminder, Matty does gaming on his channel. So if anybody wants to support this, because it does matter as far as watching videos, and you all have like, oh, we want to see you game and stream. I've been doing it and it's posted. Go through my channel. There's currently videos of The Quarry, Final Fantasy VII, the remake, and of course, I'm going to be getting to God of War as well. So please, please watch those videos. I'm going to be also posting the link for that in the description after this is uploaded today. So thank you so much for being here. If you want to drop me a little tippy poo my way, of course, for hosting with my good friends today, and if you'll be able to tip the other castmates a part of this real world, it's paypal.me/MattyRants, catch up, $MattyRants, Venmo, MattyRants. Everybody that's up here has a $sign towards their names. That is their Cash App. So without any of them needing to explain it, we got it. Their Cash Apps are available, and you can give them a little tippy poo if you feel like it today. It's not necessary, but it is appreciated. What is necessary for this video and the algorithm and all the concernments of YouTube and its content creators is that you put a thumbs up on this video, thumbs down if you're ugly, and get in the comment section. Say nice things. And if you say horrible things, we will assume you look like a trash can. I will, at least. But I thank you so much for being here. I love y'all down. No. We did this just yesterday. Now we're doing it today. What's up with the sleeves? I'm feeling my Ariana, not the Grande. So actually black. All right. This is early. Now we're starting. Let's go ahead and get the first co-host up in here. She's not sponsored. Don't know why you got the jug. All right, listen. Come on. You're not even on here yet while you're talking to me. Listen, this is my good Judy, my good friend. You know, some people mistake him for Black Jesus, but that's only if he, pops himself up into different territories. But he's a quiet one. A little ASMR, if you will. It's Jamar, 84.
Hola, ¿cómo está? Happy Sunday.
Happy Sunday.
Baby, I'm thirsty, so I got my water jug here on the right.
I understand, since we have to do our no sugar, since we beat the pre-diabetic phase. Now all we do is drink 0 sugar juice.
Do you taste the difference?
Absolutely. But the thing is, once you start drinking it often, it stops mattering because it's like, oh, like because when you drink water, that's the real. Oh, this is nothing.
I mean,
But
I'm like so used to it. It just refreshes me. It kind of fills me up and curbs my appetite a little bit because the girl likes to eat.
I just can't do soda still. I won't touch it. I
Oh yeah.
refuse.
I don't even desire it anymore. Only if it's the only thing available. Will I
Too
take it?
old. Too old for that. Listen, Jamar, social medias, girl.
So you can find me on all social media platforms at Jamar84. That's JAMAR84, with the exception of TikTok, which is Jamar840. Make sure you hit the link in my bio on Instagram to the access to my link tree. All the projects and all the different ways in which you can support the kid is there. Support Black business.
Hey, amen. Hey, man. Hey, oh, oh. Yes, they never let me get in the trouble. Listen, thank you for being here, Jamar84. Speaking of black businesses, dragqueenmerch.com, MattyRants, boom. Here's merch right here, boom. Here, merch right here. It's me. It's Jamar. It's C Diggy. That's Dooley and Blake. Brown liquor. All right, come on. Whoa. Whoa.
Clean up on the aisle.
It's a new chair.
Clean up
It's a
on the
new
aisle.
chair. It's a new chair. I still got to get used to this new chair. Shout out to the Rant Pack for sponsoring to get this AD. What's up, baby? But listen, I'm used to it being so low. So sometimes when I do my scoot backs, it's like it's up, and then I'm like, oh, she's moving away from me. It glides, bitch. It's good wheels, good wheels. Yes, we almost saw an accident happen on the 45 today. So thank you so very much. Super chat, Ashraf Khan. Thank you so very much, baby. Happy Sunday apartment hunting right now. Good luck to you. I know the feeling. Would appreciate any good juju you could send my way. Sending that good juju your way. Look, a little Vanessa Van Cartier. How you doing, sister? Look, Holland was falling. We had to get this back up. All right, let's get our next co-host up here. I almost bust a bitch. I was about to be funny. Okay, thank God that didn't happen. All right. Jamar was just gonna sit there and look at me as I fell. No.
I was like, well, what's going to happen now? There's nothing we can do about that moment.
That would have been classic. All right, so listen, a tree grows in Brooklyn, but don't say that this one lives there, hun. Always serving a little bit of shade for a little housewives tease. Forever LVP. C Diggy one.
Hey, you were almost like Alex with the chair.
Oh, really? That's right. Oh, that's right. That's right. I almost
he
had that.
slammed on the ground, but yeah.
I'm a former gymnast. My balance is still that. Y'all ain't gonna catch me slipping. I promise you this. I promise you this. Ashley, thank you. This is the baby who got me this chair. Thank you, sister. Chair said upside down, inside out, round and round, bitch. I almost turned it around. Okay. I have seen the cast. I will have that Meet the Queens video up tomorrow. I will be doing a live tomorrow for España. I love the Photoshop. Yup. All right, Chris.
Yeah.
How you doing? I see Pulp Fiction and Daria have intertwined into a delirium spec. Yes, Jane. We all like Jane. One day.
Yeah, I'm glad to be back. Austin was fun, and now I'm back in the cold. Okay.
Wasn't here for the one he needed to be here for as a platinum member. It's okay. I've been to South by Southwest, performed there before. I know that must have been fun as hell.
I went to the premiere of Swarm, as well as I Am a Virgo that's coming out later on Amazon.
Okay.
I did see Chloe. She was at the party I went to. I wanted to be like, hey girl, but I talk too much shit, so I was just like, hi.
Well, that happens when your mouth may say, hey, girl, you want to redo all this all over again? Because, it's given Normani. All right. C Diggy, social medias, please. It's early.
Yeah, so you can follow me Instagram and Twitter, CDiggy1. But especially tomorrow's a very special day to me. It is my 3rd YouTube anniversary. And I am almost at 14K. So, yeah, follow a ninja.
Oh, 3rd YouTube anniversary, honey. I think I'm on 6 this year. Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Mhm.
Right after the pandemic, well, the lockdown.
Well, started taking it seriously 4 years ago, but 6 years would be the category. Whenever season 9 came out, Jamar, yep, that would be it. That's when we started taking it seriously. And I was like, oh, okay, we'll start doing it here. So congratulations to that, Chris. I myself am almost at the 500 marker here for this 20. What is this? What is this number? I keep on looking at this. I have to put my phone down some of these days. 21,494. So we got 6 more to go to get to the 500 marker, almost to 22,000. Get Christopher to the, what did he say, 15?
14.
14. Okay. Well, I
Trying
said
to get there.
15. 15,000. I'm going to keep that number. We thank you for being here. I am not the oldest one on this cast, I promise you. All right. Listen, next up, it's a shoulder, a 2. It's a shoulder, a 2. It's the dooley underscore noted. Yep, there it is.
Okay. Cool.
Thanks for being supportive, friend. How are you?
Hi. I have been home for 20 minutes. I have been out of the house since 10 a.m. I am hungry, but we're here.
I hope there's a nosh in the corner for you. I don't know what you look like without food, so I gird your loins.
I'm very hangry. I do be getting hangry.
Okay, listen.
But I'm okay. I'm okay for
If
now.
you want to grab a cheese stick or a banana from the fridge, by all
Just
means.
take on the queens today.
I don't think so. But at the same time, no, but listen.
Everybody say love.
Ooh, you better play tag. Because she should have won this episode. But we're gonna play tag today. Dooley, social medias, please.
You can find everything that you want to know at linktree.com/Dooley__noted.
God bless. Thank you so much for being here. Listen, as you know, I know you're hangry, but you've been showing body, so maybe that's also from your hanger. For the girls I see saying they're showing out on Instagram. Zari, I bet you like that photo. Teddy.
I mean, my titties are always out. They're just more out when the sun is out. Spring, summer, fall, but not winter. No.
Grand Risings King. Thank you.
Grand Rising.
Yes. That's my favorite thing to say for just no reason, because it just Grand Risings King. All right. Blue balls, not this one. Mortgage, though. Blue, Blake, G, Ball.
Greetings and salubrious salutations.
Oh, Blake.
Blake.
Blake, hey, it's nice to see you. It's nice to see you. Wait, can we see you? Look, I got it. I need some help. Hello? You can see you, sure.
Yeah.
Hey.
It's just one of them days.
I don't even need to ask if it feels all right, because I know it does. Listen, Zoodaloo. I know that's right, Gregory Zooty. Anywho, hey friend, glad to see you here. I know you'll give a very calm opinion today.
Oh yeah, I do have some shit to say though.
I'm excited to hear what that shit is. I like it because yesterday that was all me. So the fellas get to act up today. I love it because I had a field day the other day talking about this show and people with their opinions lately. And their if one is one, I'm gonna do it again, girl. And y'all can play that other bullshit on the internet with somebody else. I'm Matty Rants, bitch. Don't you come over here with these ads and these little retweets, girl. I block for fun. Like, don't play that. I am not one of these little young girls that's going to go back and forth with you. I'm grown, bitch. Blake, question mark?
What is that clickety clack noise? Did you not hear
It's
that?
gone now. It's gone.
Yeah, it was like popcorn or something.
I was like, you find me on Instagram barf_1.
You care today. Okay, great. All right. Thank you so very much, Blake. We appreciate it. Rika, thank you for the super chat. Showing love for today and tonight's quarry game night. Listen, Rika, I'm gonna tell you this. We're gonna have to do that tomorrow. I am not of sound mind and body to do another couple of hours of streaming today. That stream damn near killed me yesterday. I gave a lot of emotion in that one. Today I am tired. I also have some shit to do after this. I will be moving that to tomorrow evening after the España reaction. So we'll do the Corey tomorrow. Trust and believe. I don't have the emotions to scream on camera tonight. Really don't. That damn game. Okay, thank you so very much, Rika. Okay, y'all got me with them decision makings, having me screaming, losing my grip, smashing the computer. I look crazy playing it. All right. So listen.
I don't hear it anymore.
There might be feedback from somewhere.
You're saying it's my mic?
Yep.
Yeah, it might
think
be.
so.
Yeah,
I don't hear it though.
I hear.
I think it's
We do, Frank.
unplugged back.
And Blake with your nails, you do it.
Okay, give me a second.
Yeah.
You might
You
have
know-
to plug it back in. Damn.
These bundles hurt.
Okay. Is it still popping?
No.
Baby, that French horn goes.
So
That French horn goes.
I gotta buy it. I have to buy another mic because it bent. I don't know. I don't know when it bent.
That'll do it.
I don't even know when it happened, but I'm looking at it and I had to do, if y'all saw me, I was doing a lot of this. So it's back in order again. But now, another mic. I'm over it. I have to spend more money. JMCL, thank you for the super chat for feeding us this Sunday afternoon. Hopefully not popcorn for the rest of the show. So there you go.
You probably just like can't move your neck. Like anytime you move, we hear it.
Or just try like any kind of pull, like if anything. Like yeah, we're gonna have to do something here. I like the headphone connection. Everyone, I don't know why we have to do this, but you know we have to do this to start this off. We already talked about the dollar signs. If you want to tip our babies up in here, we appreciate it. But when I tell you, I am not playing the radio today. I'm not playing the radio tomorrow, next month, next whatever. We're going to have some opinions today. They may be about Lucy.
Laduca.
They may be about Lux. They may be about Mistress, Anitra, Sasha, Selena S. motherfucking titties. But they're going to
be called a cigarette if I have like, an opinion on somebody.
Hey. At this point, listen, I was basically told I'm facilitating the B word where we can't use that word from TO terms of services. Yes, this is what happens when you get monetized.
Who said that?
Baby.
Who said that?
It's in the terms of service.
No, who said you were being?
Oh, Twitter. Some girls. When I had made that tweet that went viral off of someone else's viral tweet, where I was like, people are taking this seriously. Look at you condoning.
Y'all, there's a difference between giving a criticism and being somebody. Like, come on, y'all. Just because somebody disagrees with you does not mean you're being beat.
I explained how I felt about the situation and why I don't think it's as aggressive as some people feel, and I can also understand where Lucy comes from. But it's being taken to a point where we can't enjoy nothing no more, and we forget this is once again a edited reality television show that is filmed for 12 plus hours that is only given a 90-something minute edit just recently for our consumption. Also, they have different producers on Untucked. So you're getting two completely different shows, high key. In case y'all didn't know, bet you didn't know that. And while we have all this energy for the girls on this show, have that same energy for your local queens when you tip them. Oh, you don't go.
Because I'll be there, I don't be seeing y'all.
I don't ever see them. I never see them. And I'm not just talking about the big bars, girl. I'm talking about the local ones. I'm talking about the small ones, bitch. I'm talking about the weekday numbers. I'm talking about the Wednesday, Thursday, Fridays, baby. Not just Saturday and Sunday teas. With that being said, disclaimer. This program is for entertainment purposes only, and content is not intended to malign any religion, race, company, individuals, or wigs. All opinions expressed by MattyRants and program participants are their personal views and do not reflect the opinions of every human being on the planet. No hate should be sent to any of the shows or individuals mentioned on this program, so please don't be like them people on Twitter on that nonsense and Reddit threads trying to act like they know better than anybody else. If you feel uncomfortable after viewing this program, you can go to my dragqueenmerch.com store and buy something. You can drop a tip in everyone's jars with the dollar signs. You could do something productive with your life.
Get a job.
because this is one for me. It pays my bills.
Pay your taxes.
Pay attention. All these laws getting passed while you sitting here worrying about girls on Drag Race.
Baby, if Florida, Mississippi, Lord, if Florida, Georgia, and Texas continue to get their way, we ain't gonna have no Drag Race.
We might as well start throwing bean bags on a map of the United States and see what's next, you know, as far as what's concerned here. Like, just to do it blindfolded, but mind your business and chill the fuck out. If you didn't know this, the majority of the folks on the show watch this and enjoy the content. They know it's shade, they know it's jabs and reads, and they know that we're not malicious in our intent because we're talking about a TV show. We keep it on the show, not in their personal lives. Y'all go for the personal stuff. I don't know what that looked like. So, anywho, y'all ready to talk about it? You ready to get in? Marsha's gone. How we feeling?
Epic lip sync. I didn't get a chance to say that.
Oh well, listen. If the tree will speak, give it.
Oh, well, no, I'm just saying, like, well, last week I really enjoyed the lip sync. I saw it like maybe 50 times. I was just glad Marsha was able to keep up. Of course, like, Anitra won it, and I wouldn't have been mad if it was a double Shantae. So, yeah. And also in this scene, Selena has some nerve saying that Marsha should have been went home because, look, she has the title of worst look of the season. That's it.
Okay. All right. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Let me do something here.
Well, while he does that, I think it was very shady for them to eliminate Marsha before the Rusical.
That's the shade. That's the shade.
Because they knew they could have put that challenge earlier.
It was a good Rusical, though, without her. So that's why I was like, well, oh, well.
This is true.
This is my favorite Rusical in a really, 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 really long time.
How long?
Really, really.
Maybe about 11 or 12 seasons at this point. Because, like, I enjoyed the one that we got for UK. That's the most recent one that I enjoyed aside from this. But, like, they don't be hitting like that.
I probably wouldn't watch this one again strictly for Lucy.
Can't wait till we get to that. Like, you were not that.
She's gonna need therapy.
She is.
And Sasha said it just as plainly as it could be said, but you know, it's just
It didn't have none of this.
it's just and there's some things that can't be helped.
Okay. Is this better or is it still staticky?
Much better. You sound so clear.
Okay, I just moved the mic to the MacBook and called it a gap, and I'll just get another microphone later. All right. Thank y'all for filling in the gaps. Of course, we understand that Selena Estidis is having a conversation with herself about certain people that should be going home when, you know, clearly it looks like someone ran over her 20 times. Let's move into this because there's more to be talked about, right? I know you're frustrated that Lucy and Lux have 2 wins and you have no wins, but if we were to play back the season, you'd feel differently. Dot. Like, no shade. You did good sometimes, but then you walked the runway. And that will always be the nail in your coffin for the entirety of the rest of the season. And I love my Libra sister, but every time it was like, she did, the runway. Like, we have to wait for the runway for her. Go ahead, Chris.
I just noticed those earrings, thanks to you zooming in.
Mm-hmm. Mom?
It just made the outfit worse.
I mean,
damn.
the outfit is a ode to her mother. So
That's nice.
So the
That's
earrings
beautiful.
were to let you know it's about her mom.
That's beautiful.
That's the major issue, though. Like, the concepts will be like, okay, I see your concept. It's the execution and application of how that translates to the garment where it's like, damn, girl, had you done A, B, and C, it would have been 50% better. You know, I feel bad, but you know, once you get that glow up in them coins,
Really had
Yeah,
you just
it's a
done
beautiful beat.
Yeah, she has no problem in the makeup department. We don't have to worry about that like at all. You know, she's not being told to draw a lip, an eyebrow, and an eye,
I like her
contour.
wigs too.
You do like her wigs?
I do.
Oh, I just want to make sure. Yeah.
But you know what? Like, I feel like that's a lot better than a lot of these girls, though, because girls be coming on here trying to figure out their makeup. We can teach a girl how to style and how to shop and how to, you know, make a.
Someone's taste can change over time.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, that can be fixed. Like she's a great drag queen.
Yeah.
Heidi, for example, because Heidi on the season was a little.
Yeah, but I mean, like, I think
Now,
that's the process of like when other people get around you, other people help style you. I think there's a difference between understanding like what your innate style is and then having a team of people styling you. That's not to say Heidi doesn't have style. She may. I don't know. I don't see the girl day to day.
Listen, I am a part of the S-Titties fan club. Put the areolas on my face, but at the same time, you know, there are things that I wish I imagined. Solange. Jessica, thank you, Chris. Jessica, thank you for the super chat. Just came from brunch. I'm lit and ready to key. Rant Packer for life. Woo woo! Come on, my drunk system. I hope it was good. I hope the mimosas were right where they needed to be. Lord knows I wish I was at brunch today. I'm trying to lose weight. All right. Woo, scary images. The era, it went from second to third to I'm in this era. I'm in my congenial era. I'm in my nice era. I'm in my winning era. I'm in my top era. Sasha's gloves were everything. I had to get a close up with these.
I hate MTV.
Care to elaborate, Blake, besides ridiculousness being played 24 hours?
It's just like short story. I went through this like branding seminar recently, and it's an example of super like over serving your user. And so like this idea that they focus on the top two and the top three, this what era are you in? It's like how do you influence culture in a different way? And it's like super serving a very specific type of person. And it's that's a logo.
What kind of person, Blake?
I'm not gonna say what kind.
What kind of person, Blake?
I'm not gonna say what kind of person.
Give me a little Birmingham, a little St. Clair Shores,
a little Grosse Point,
a little Ypsilanti.
I felt this picture was appropriate for that. All right. Let's see here. You talking about me? Okay. Now Floribama Shore. Shut up, Jose. Listen, I'm glad we're having this 90-minute show back. It does feel fleshed out. I do feel it's a little short change only because they're doing this towards the end of the show. And so it feels like some of the progressive stories that were happening, we're catching the tail end of it. Like, oh, that would have been interesting to follow through. Like even this moment with Lucy and Lux and Mistress later, there was more that happened in between those moments to get to Lucy to be in that sort of position to feel that way versus it being these like quick little, short moments and short stories that they're telling us over here. But Maury, thank you for the super chat. I'm going to be painting my mug as I listen to y'all. So here's a little tip to share my excitement and good vibes to y'all. LOL. Thank you for the tippy poo. We appreciate you. And Alim, thank you so much. M, thank you for always coming through with the timestamps. And Alim, thank you for your super chat. Thanks for your being here. Shall I move forward, guys? Really, real talk. We're kind of happy to see Ru back in this position again, just a little bit. It's consistent. They're having to run to the the TV.
This wig is everything on her too.
It is.
Like it's a good wig. And it's the same top that she normally will wear in here, but it's like, oh, now who did this? Is it Delta? No, I know it's not Delta. All right, I miss Delta.
Who is doing her hair now? Do we know?
I think it's somebody, someone in Raven. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Lucy thought the song was kind of close to Let Loose. Because it's a musical.
God, that thing.
How did we enjoy RuPaul's business casual attire?
I didn't mind it.
I do like that jacket a lot.
Blake, you talked about not liking MTV. This is the shit I hate about them.
This little logo thing that pops up.
Look at how much space it takes in the damn frame. I'm like, yo. Like, all we needed was one small square and like a moving picture, and that's it. No, it's 10% of the photos gone. Or at least when I'm watching it too, and it's up there for a good fucking minute. And you know, I do love when RuPaul comes in and she says, I'm just gonna do blazer, slacks, a little, you know, very, you know, crew neck shirt, that kind of tease. But they are told they're going to be doing a Rusical. They're given some of the names. It's based off of Footloose. This episode is kind of timely, isn't it? Based off of what's going on right now in the world currently. Well, I should say in the States, really, with drag and, you know, drag queen story hour being under attack, drag in general, being outlawed in specific places, and, you know, making it illegal for people to be performing if said at events that aren't specifically, you know, set up in a certain way. It's a lot that's going on. So it's like, this is interesting how this is kind of timed around this, but also it feels like a Simpsons moment where they're predicting the future. It's like they knew. Moving forward. What do you, go ahead, Jamar.
I was saying that is a nice jacket.
It is a nice jacket. Looks like RuPaul's not happy with their coffee order at Starbucks. Wig loose. Here we go. Wasn't that a nice quiet ride to the market, kids? Well, now that we're here and we realize it's a packed day since it's Friday and everyone's off of work, here comes the noise. As they're choosing the roles, 3 people got what they wanted, and then 2 people went through something. Mistress wanted to be preacher teacher, the villain of the, you know, villain. It's like very like, okay, we got it. Anitra was like, I'll just be mama. That makes a lot of sense. And Sasha wanted to be Carl because Sasha said, you know, as a trans woman, I don't want to be boxed in or it come off like, oh, I only will play certain roles. I want to show that I'm up for anything and won't be limited in those places. I was like, okay, Sasha, show out. And it's also interesting to see Sasha in these moments when she's not perfect present pageant and she's like, I'm gonna go a little different. I'm gonna show you something else. Like, okay, show you different sides. It's part of Drag Race. But the role of Heaven Bacon.
These names.
Lux wanted to do Heaven Bacon and Christian. So did Selena S. Titties. But Lucy only wanted to do Heaven Bacon. I wanted to be very clear that others gave more than one option, and one person literally was like, "No, it's going to be this role." Now, and mind you, so did Mistress, and you know, Sasha as well. Everybody's, "Oh, I'll take that. I'll take this." You get the role that you want, but when it came to Heaven Bacon, this was going to be a fight, I guess.
This was so stupid.
What? Tell us why it was stupid, Blake.
It was because if they were like looking at description and saying, well, this description matches most with me, there's no way Lucy said, well, this description matches most with me. And then you get to the confessional and say, I want the lead role because essentially I want to stand out. But you lie to these girls in their face and you wonder why the girls think you fake.
But I was tripping yesterday. Thank you, Blake. But I was tripping yesterday. Thank you, Blake. But I was tripping yesterday. Okay.
The math was not mathing.
Thank you. I'm going to try to explain that point to people. Like literally the entire point of her, I want to stand out and get another win under my belt because y'all are playing catch up with Sasha motherfucking legendary Colby. And that is T.
Just say that. We all see it.
Period.
And the girl said that that's what you want. And you're like, no, but it's not.
So
that makes it worse.
Just say what it is. Say that. I would have much rather her to been like, I want this role, I want this win. I just like just sit down and 10 toes down and just like that was it. Then to be like, oh no.
Like
this you look crazy.
Like this is it. Oh, like, what is happening here? Like I listen. It felt like an episode of Moesha, didn't it? Me. Me.
But Lucy is frank. Baby, you're extra. You're doing the most. You're self-sabotaging. And everybody around you clocked it, and you're the only one that hasn't clocked it. Like, baby, come back. Even Miles is down the hall laughing at you.
Oh, and that's why Lux is Moesha, because they're back in the room. Their diary, dear diary. Dun, dun, dun. Lucy was a bitch. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, listen. Selena said, I'm gonna take Christian, but you didn't though. Because Lux pushed you out that role later. We'll get back to you in a second. Your STDs was out the door already, sister. I think you felt it this week. Lux didn't want to move on this. She was like, no, I want this role. Like, it really actually applies to me based on the description, whatever, Lucy wanted the same. Now, I do think, and I love my sister down, but I said, oh, mistress, you jumped. But I think you were tired of the conversation. So you were like, let me jump up in here. And it felt like another moment where mama stepped in. But when she stepped in, it was not on some, Lucy, you're terrible. It was, I just want to read the description of the role so that way we can see if this decision will help. A young, vibrant, and I think that hit Lucy. I think it hit Lucy.
Because she emphasized.
I mean, I think Mish just knew that.
Like, say it, C. Diggy. Say it, C. Diggy.
Of course she did.
Mistress didn't have to insert herself, but I mean, she's aware that she's making a television show, so of course she's going to be in that moment.
She's aware of everything she's doing. Every time.
Does it come off bitchy? Maybe.
But entertaining.
Entertaining, but at Lucy's expense.
Well, and
it's Lucy's fault every time.
One of my best friends say,
but she's sensitive though. That's the thing.
Fall for it every time. If you fall for the same thing every time,
here's the thing though, Chris. Remember when they were getting ready and she was like, mistress, I noticed you took the villain role. Were you inspired by anybody? And she started that. And then when mistress was like, girl, I was inspired by someone named Dookie LaDuca. And then she go, do you feel me? Like it's not always them. And I know people are seeing that and this is the edit, but I think some of the stuff, and I said this yesterday, I feel like all of Lucy's insecurities that she hasn't fully gotten over, they hit sometimes when they do specific things. And then she holds it. And then by the following argument, she's still got that shit still left over from the previous week. And it's like, I thought we let it go because we were just teasing. And then everyone's now using that BULL word to then describe them. Can it be considered that way to you? Yeah. And some people can see it, but not to the level where it's so malicious, how people are making it seem. But I kind of get what you're saying too, because it is it has been you too. Go ahead, Jamar.
We can't be responsible for your trauma that we don't know about. And unless you tell us.
I mean, she told Selena and then said, Selena, you should go home.
She tried to cover her tracks up in Untucked, but she's like, okay, the reason I said that was because of, overall track record, you got the most negative routines. But it's just girl, you saw what Mistress and Sasha did.
You should see the comments that they're using. Lucy chose the correct way to answer the question, a class act. Okay. Oh, y'all are funny. Y'all are funny. Girl, it's a TV show. This is a game. You got me on some fuck shit. I do not care. If they're a bigger, badder competitor than me, they can go home. I don't care how well they're doing. And if they're in the bottom, yeah, they can go home, bitch. I want the crown. You better ask some of these girls who won the crown already that had worse track records than other girls.
Okay,
please.
A lot.
Please. It's so interesting, the selective outrage for stuff. And then when everyone's like, well, no, it's not about her being a big girl. And no, it's not about Lux being black. And it's but you use then insults that are directly about her being a big girl and directly about her skin color that would then have us then think otherwise. So tell us what really is it? Because you can't be not racist and also a bigot at the same time. Help me. Anywho. Let's continue, kids. Lucy had it. And she said, fine, you can take the role. Mistress wants her to be more real. She's like, girl, come on. Just say you want the role because you want to win and it's the lead role. Lux concedes in this moment and she says, fine, no, just go ahead and take it. It's not that big of a deal for me. I can win doing whatever I want. It is frustration for Lucy because there is a word that Mistress used that would also press my button too. And what was it? It wasn't not genuine. It was something specific. What's the word? What'd you, huh?
I think she said insincere.
No, it wasn't insincere. It was something else. It's another word. Fuck. I had this all
Lucy
yesterday.
said fake. Lucy tried to say like she was being fake.
Facade. There it is. Thank you, Belchan. It's facade. So she's like, I feel like you have a facade. And it was like, what? Like, now come on. I know if someone called you fake in your face, you'd be like, hold on. Beep, beep. Who got the keys to the vroom? Ran her over.
But I mean, in this moment, it fits because she was.
How you feel? You feel that she was being fake, Jamar, and that she wanted that role because it was the lead role and not because it related to her?
Because it was like everyone can see it though. She wasn't even hiding it. We could all see and understand. Like we get what this is all about. And this, as I was watching this scene, I'm like, this feels very copy and paste from last season with Bosco and Lady Camden.
Sure did.
I'm like, okay, I see where this is going to go. If you didn't know how the placements were going to go, this scene was very indicative of such.
Oh, for me, it was once RuPaul came in the room and spoke to Anitra, I knew.
Oh,
I was like, oh, this is that episode today. We feel bad for Lucy in a sense. Some of us don't. But just saying, keeping it for the regulars. You know, a lot was happening here. Now, I don't know how Selena ended up with Tuck. I found that to be the strangest thing to take. Girl, you literally, I'll let y'all argue over this, sat the fuck back, and then Lux, I'll just take Christian and you take Tuck. No, bitch, you were fighting for heaven. You were fighting for heaven bacon. Okay, like you can take Tuck. That should have been your role. I'm shocked that she did that. I think that's her friend, so it's like, girl, just take it, whatever. But she didn't even read the role. I mean, she did fine, but still, it's like, how are you gonna let that happen? So weird. Sorry.
I don't think it would have made a difference in the end, honestly.
I think they were going to send her home from last week's episode. Like after Marsha was gone, they were already writing their paperwork. Like, all right, Celine, she lived here.
How well like Lux did in that country group challenge, she could have did that too.
And she like, we'll get to it. Never mind. Trying to get through.
Listen, all right, everyone's sitting at a table having discussions about other people because that's what gays do. Just kidding. Sasha Colby and RuPaul are having a conversation. It's really a meet and greet for RuPaul for Sasha Colby. Now, the range of emotions was wide with this stove. Lucy wanted to know what the issue was because she seems like they're always picking at her. And Selena was saying because you low-key give it to them and they can see that you are frustrated by it, so they play into it and you keep feeding them. And she's like, they're not serious. And so with Lucy, she brings up a point of back in the day when she was made fun of at school in her past for having a, feminine voice, a light tone. And people laughing at them whenever they spoke. I related to this. That was pretty much the majority of my entirety of school career. I got in so many fights over that. So I could relate to that. Now, with that being said, Selena's like, hey, it's not that deep. It's, I promise you, like, you just got to let it roll off your back and like stand up for yourself too and all that kind of stuff. That's just them. They're those girls. I saw her go from this tear moment to being in this face of like, I don't know if she fully gets me. I think when like Selena was giving her feedback, I don't know if Lucy got the answer she wanted, personally.
Oh no, she wanted somebody to validate her.
I think that's where I was going with that for sure. Like I feel like she needed Selena to be like, they are rude and mean and versus I think you need to relax a little bit. So I don't know.
Selena told the truth.
Thank you for the super chat, John Tez. Tell my Detroit brother Dooley he doesn't have to eat in the dark to get his ass back off the line.
I was receiving my grocery delivery. Apologies.
That was kind of funny. Okay. Thank you for the super chat. I'm gonna make sure I tip Dooley $5 on his cash app just through that. Bitch, that was funny.
Dark.
Right. I was like, what time is it over there, Julie? Why would it be dark?
The sun is still out over
The sun is
here.
beating.
Right.
It's a lot of sun out.
That's why I'm at an angle. 'Cause it's giving.
That was so silly. I'm sorry. That was silly. Latita, thank you so much. I see you, my Venmo baby. Thank you for the generous tip for your mic. I appreciate it. I'll be buying one right after this. I'm literally going to go to Target because, girl, I ain't playing with that. Let's see here, especially because I've got a gaming videos. Jeff, I thank you for the tip on my Cash App. And let's continue on with this. Good Lord, this phone's killing me. Okay. All right, moving on. If only Selena knew.
I don't think she did anything wrong because, like, I mean, I understand wanting to be validated, but also, like, it's your job as an adult to solve your trauma. So, like, you got to work that out.
And stop lying to yourself, girl, and expecting folks to be sorry for you.
Maybe she sees it now.
Why would you?
In retrospect.
I mean, she has to let loose eventually.
I don't think that's the issue.
Activity, maybe it's a bad digestive system. You know, they said your gut health is important for your attitude.
Especially at that age.
All right, everybody. There was lots of groans in the room. I know. Listen, disclaimer: this program is for entertainment purposes only. I ain't gonna read the rest of it. Okay, listen. We're gonna move on here. They're just sharing body heat. That's all. Oh, Anitra, this was a touching moment. I'm glad you're sharing your story. I'm glad your birth father, biological father, has been, there to support you after what happened with your family. When RuPaul said you were born to do drag, I said, there's the win.
Right. There's a stamp.
That's it. No matter what she does today, she will be in the top. Yeah, like that was it. Like top 4 is right there, sister. She said you were born to do this. Now, she tried her best with Georges, but things happen on that season, like runways and performances. But hey, this is what have you ever wanted to see a Libra break down? This is how to do it. You ask them a question in an emotional state of being. Because I'm like, Julie, I think you can account for me doing this before, after having a conversation, then bringing up 5 different points within the point that I had to make.
Like, hold on, pause.
Because I just have a lot on my chest, and you just want to get it all off your chest, and you're just like, I don't know. I've been here. I know this. This is. I need to know what her rising sign is badly. And her moon badly. But yeah, RuPaul her Scorpio was kicking it. I was like, I know, Ru. I know. We're like, I can't deal with this. Take a breath, baby. Take a breath. But Selena is in her feelings. I mean, think about it. Top 6, no wins. Jomber's blonde. Like, you would definitely have to be worried. You'd have to be.
And worried at something you actually do pretty well.
Because the stuff that you've done that you are good at, it's been a rough road. Some of the runways you've been confident in, we've seen. And, it's just been also some close cigars, but never cut. Circumcision. It's been that. It's been that. And I feel bad for her because this episode, she was good. But her runway existed. And that was a problem. So... I love Selena though. I feel bad for her, and RuPaul likes her too. You can tell. So if Selena does, like Dooley said, that budget come up a little bit, and call some designers, and there will be a redemption arc. It's in the future. We can see it because she's entertaining. John Burrs, Ellie, yep.
I mean, Monet got to top 6 with no wins, and then she won her All-Star season.
That part too. Get in there. Okay. Gobble, gobble. Hey, there was this young man who was the choreographer. He's not yelling in this photo. I promise you, that's just how he talks. I'm going to pass by these photos because stiff.
Ooh.
Stretch.
That position.
What? Mistress, I thank God you're there. Bitch, in the middle of fucking yesified Bud from the Cosby Show up here dancing, you know, Mistress pulls her jacket. Like, literally, think about it. Mistress got the coat and started looking at it. Yeah. Like, let me start looking at it. What is this, baby? You still got the security tag on there, sister. And then was generous enough for us to leave us a meme. This is meme worthy right here. It was fucking everything. But Lux, girl, she forgot to take it off. Listen, somebody get a friend. She need a friend. We're not gonna say
that is a mop jacket.
We are not gonna say that.
Boots. It's mop's boots.
We're not gonna say that. Disclaimer: this work goes for today. This is only content 19 line individual makes money individuals or makes words. I think she bought it. I've had that happen before too, and then I've had to like try to get it off myself and ripped the damn coat. Before.
Nordstrom Rack is pissed. Go ahead and get that scissor take off, sister.
You said Nordstrom's?
Nordstrom Rack is what I said.
Oh, still too kind. But listen, no. Julie's like, I gave her rack, man. I'm like, I heard you. But listen, hey, hobbada skibbada dabbada do. You're learning rehearsals to go home. I feel bad for Celine. Ooh, RBJ. Reminds me of BBJ. I should say BBG. Thank you for the super chat. You could also argue Selena equals Tia Coffee, where Rue was all, I so want to give this to you, but these runways, though.
I can see that.
Mm-hmm.
Honey, if we are blessed, like they say with the news, and we won't be stressed, we'll have our Tia Coffee back soon, because I need it.
I'm very excited about that.
I need a redemption arc from my sister. I need it now. Listen, because I already know Victoria got hers, so I'm like, it's time for the Tias. It's time for the coughs. Now, Mistress, some people said she was rude here. What did y'all think about this moment in the choreography when she was, giving a little pushback here?
I feel like if this was anybody else, they would have been like, oh, she was difficult to work with, and they would have dinged her. We've seen it happen before.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Mark.
Rude. I think she was just being very expressive with her learning style.
Okay.
I lucky think she was nervous about having to do this in front of all of these people, and like wanted to learn it the way she would prefer to learn it.
Because Mistress gives, I don't want to show my potential cracks or weaknesses or vulnerabilities. So
Hear that.
Because you saw Sasha honing in on it.
Mm-hmm.
She was like, girl, well, the girls were saying she was rude and difficult to work with, and she still had the #1 album that week. So I don't know. Did you see the Taylor Swift concert videos?
What is it talking about?
Taylor, what?
Taylor Sloth. Have you seen those videos?
She like dives in the water.
Did you? No. It's
What she does.
It's given the camp counselor choreography.
It's the one when she's in the chair and there's like the rising set, and it's like, damn, that set's actually doing something, but nobody's giving. So, honey, y'all can talk about the sales. You can do it forever and ever. We have seen the material. We have seen. She will never. Okay, like I hope you enjoy the show, kids. I really do. It's going to be a snooze. All right, let's keep moving here.
Wow.
God bless them. Sasha had, spooked Mistress because, was calling them, wifey, hearing it from Sasha. Mistress was kind of, Auntie, what's happening? What's going on? It was a little funny moment here. Conversation is brought up that is on a deeper scale and currently at the times that are happening today in reference to drag. But before I say that, Lucy decides to try Mistress real quick and a little slight jab, and you do not hit a wishing tree because they'll grant you wishes, bitch. Okay. I should say the giving tree. There we go. That's better. Let's talk about this. I talked about this in detail yesterday. I want to hear some of y'all's opinions on this in reference to what's going on with the climate of drag and entertainment, as well as we could just include our gay establishments and bars, gentrification that happens in those areas.
That was a whole lot in the question. I'm gonna need you to streamline.
It was. Oh, so I'll just reiterate it again. You got it, Julie.
I'm gonna just pick an exit. So
there was
I'm gonna just pick an exit.
There was just two things I said, but go ahead.
We all are watching what's happening in the news. I think as of today, there's like 319 anti-LGBT or trans bills that are up for voting or legislation across the map. I am annoyed. I am angry. I am frustrated. I think it's trash. I'm tired of living in unprecedented times. Every time I wake up in the morning, I would like to have a regular ass day for once. It's quite in the same. You can apply this to several other topics that we've seen over the past 10 years, really, but we'll hone in on 5. It's just people finding scapegoats and alternative arguments to really say something else. So like, you really want to drop the N-bomb, but you came for CRT. You really want to call me the F-bomb, but now we're talking about drag. Like, that's not really what we're really talking about, and it's obvious. And I'm very bothered that folks are buying into me. We can sit up here and watch WWE. We can sit up here and watch all the what are the little girl pageants at the dance moms. We can sit up here and see the Playboy magazines or whatever. But somehow we got to drag being the grooming station for young folks, and that's absolutely absurd. It is insidious and it is ridiculous. Y'all got to go somewhere, and I really encourage y'all to read and to vote.
More young white men have killed your children in the past 3 years than a drag queen has ever.
Senators, youth pastors,
like
neighbors.
Yeah, but so how many school shootings do you need?
Exactly.
Gun laws, but God forbid somebody in a wig is reading The Little Mermaid.
And if you've ever been to, like, specifically about Drag Queen Story Hour, it is one of the most family-friendly, delightful, warm, engaging, free, empowering moment for, like, young people. Like, these young folks are just curious about what it means to be them, and they're reading Rainbow Fish. Like, it's ridiculous. But y'all get up every Sunday and y'all let y'all kids sit in front of that pastor and tell them that they're going to hell every week. Like, choices, y'all. Choices.
They want to say the drag queens are making the children gay, but how many of us remember the moment being young and then there being like, oh, some other boy or girl in the neighborhood, but like, is that your boyfriend or girlfriend? Is that not grooming for me to be like a certain way? Like, I just needed to be more consistency from the other side, because they're saying one thing and it just, the math isn't mathing over there, but it never has.
Also, like, we just got bigger fish to fry. Student loans are still a thing. Like, leave my drag queens alone.
Why are we worried about drag queens? We have actual issues.
We have actual issues.
Homelessness. Child
I was just gonna say that, Jamal.
Mental health. Like, HIV is still an epidemic. Like, let's
inflation. The earth is literally on fire, and like that, we got about 10 years, barely, if it's gonna be reversible. People ain't got nowhere to live. Everything is so expensive. Your kids are not actually learning in school, so they're coming out doing a whole bunch of nothing. There's no place for young people to go. Housing, because there's no place in the United States where you can live on minimum wage. Like, there are so many other issues that are pertinent to our day-to-day lives. Y'all right, like, food insecurity is another one, like healthcare, like literally an endless number of issues that we really need to be spending our time, money, energy talking about. But here you're talking about men, ladies and gentlemen in wigs. Like, get out of here. This is literally absurd, and you're wasting our time. But it's a tactic.
Think about it.
Well, seems that we were able to make a few points from that line. So glad that was very easy to understand then. So we're just going to let those moments be next time, will we, gentlemen? Love it. But thank you for your opinions, because that's all I was asking. Moving past this moment in this middle of the bake, we're getting ready for the Rusical. But before we do that, let's get into these looks here, because there was not a theme for the judges, clearly.
There's a lot.
I just know that Michelle Visage is doing backup for what looks like a Johnny Cash movie.
RuPaul just got off the stroll.
Literally, this is RuPaul looked like the old hooker. You know what I'm saying? Like the
seeing
mask.
side by side like this is really strange.
Ross just got to Babylon and is waiting for Brian Kenny in the back room,
No.
and then Oracle Pet.
No, Ross just finished the lap band. You know what I'm saying? And was feeling it, bitch.
Oh,
when he
not
rolled
the
up
lap
there.
band. Oh,
Because them pants do not look right on my brother, and I really wish somebody had told him different. Because they look, it's like he's on a ledge. Like I don't know what's happening here.
He is getting his tans in. Like he's almost RuPaul's color.
Getting his tans in. These are skin grafts from like old, like children that have been taken from the marketplace.
That is Sharon Williams.
And who is this twerp next to Ross?
Wait, what did you say? Wait, what did you
Twerp.
Twerp. That cartoon Mucha Lucha.
No, he.
Shamar.
Who is that? I'm just curious.
That's Oracle Pet.
Orville Rettenbacher.
He's
Created
been on
popcorn.
several Drag Race.
I was say it's not a name of Popcorn Break.
No, he's a country music
Mhm.
star.
Star?
And yes, Jada Essence Hall was in his music video.
Oh my God. Damn.
Jada was in it. I remember that. Ross looked like the Weight Watchers after photo. Crash.
You can take the chat, please.
Agreed.
Crash and crash. Thank you for the super chat. It or like the South Beach diet, like you know those commercials that come on at 2 a.m. in the morning, and that guy is like really tan. He's like, "Hello," like I'm telling you, like no, Ross just looks like he's definitely in the happiest place of his life. I hate this outfit on him, but yeah. Jap X Attack, thank you for the super chat. Hey, y'all, love you too. Let's get some close-up shots so we can cure our nerves a little bit. It's just they're all over the place. I don't know what the theme is for the chat shows. RuPaul's in a completely different color. What do we think of RuPaul's outfit?
I kind of liked it.
I like this one. Oh, she
Like
has
just
a
by itself.
I like
This is
Sherbert on
giving-
her. I like this Bandy Sherbert moment on her. The shoes are a mess though.
Yeah, I didn't get the shoes either. I was kind of like, oh, it's a pop of color, but you're already this. It could have been like a pink pump to go with the dress, or even an orange one, or hell, a clear pump I'd have been here for. I don't know.
This reminds me of the Express clearance rack back in like 2012.
I know those type of dresses you're talking about.
They
But
were the bandage dresses was really popular.
Oh, I used to. Ooh, I hated having to sell those because it'd be the people who didn't.
I worked at Express for a short time.
2 years, Dooley. We can talk about it together, sister. Because I have horror stories. They had to move me to women's, okay? Because the men's they didn't want to buy clothes for me. I said,
was it Structure or Express?
I worked at Structure first, and they turned into Express Men while I was working for them, and then they moved me to Express for Women. And I was selling the executive pant.
I would love to hear that story one day, like why you had to get moved.
Oh, you know why? You know why?
You know why? I worked at it was Express by the time I got there. I was there from 2010 to 20.
Those men were homophobic, and they were complaining about me working in the men's section. So I was asked to work in women's, and my sales went up after that. So didn't matter. I was kind of like perfect. That and most men that walk into a store don't want any help unless you're a woman.
Oh Lord.
True.
It's
Very
true.
true.
It's
You
true.
shopping at Express, that's already a red flag.
It's basically a Van Housen store, but you know, with a different label.
Van
on it.
Housen.
Yes, come on, Burlington Coat Factory.
Van Housen.
You know,
Except
hey,
super saturated shirts.
hey, okay, or a Stacey Adams belt and shoe combination for the girls that know.
Nah, you know, Detroit runs on Stacey Adams.
Baby, that's Houston too. Why you being funny? You're going
Stacey
to
Adams.
no Van Housen shirts and state looking crisp. Okay, Rue, I do like this wig on you. I think your makeup is lovely. Michelle, will you tell me? I don't know if I care for her in red. I'm gonna be honest.
I want to like this, but it's just giving me the Scarlet Letter.
What's up with that bow?
I
This
just
looks weird.
Like Marsha left and Michelle remained. You know what I mean? You know, this is. I don't know. She looks like Johnny Cash's wife. I don't know. I don't know.
Other than that, I mean, she looks great. Just questionable.
She's
outfit.
beautiful. I love Michelle. I just don't like this outfit on her. It's a little dated.
Mhm.
Hey, you want to talk about someone who is a chameleon? You got to talk to Ross, blending into this background here. He is the definition of a blouse.
I don't mind this sitting down. Like seeing the whole outfit, yeah, that was a problem. But this is a sitting down look.
I need a jacket on this.
One of those like a purple sequin number that he would wear.
Not even not one of those varsity jackets. No, not a sequin varsity jacket, but like an actual blazer on this, because I don't know why he gives me secretary with this little bow up top here. You know, a little, a fun secretary. She's got Starbursts in her little candy jar.
I hate this.
That's like a bow. Like
She drinks a pumpkin spice latte.
It looks like a limp Freddy. You know what I mean? Like, very.
Like he's giving like pussy bow or like the Austin Powers.
There we go.
theme.
It's the pussy bow. Very that. Yeah. It's feminine. Shout out to Alex. Okay. Femininity. Orville Peck. Ooh. Why is that screeching?
I just didn't get it.
I recently saw him unmasked, and my hypothesis is that he is in somebody's Corbin Fisher video from like 2010, and they're trying to cover it up. Because I don't understand.
I don't understand, Rima.
He's in the community. They had to tell me yesterday. I was like, really?
Party.
Yeah.
It's giving Bellamy, it's giving Sean Cody, it's giving that echelon.
You remember Ab Soto? Or AB
Remember
Soto?
what? AB Soto. This is him now.
It's giving what I see in Scruff in my area, which is a lot of that. Actually, anytime you open it up, is rarely see us, and when you do see us, they don't want us. Woo! Okay, listen. Okay,
Well,
baby. I was like, Scruff. If not for blacks to not find blacks. Woo. All right. Moving forward, Orville, I'm trying to move away from your peck. Excuse me. Do you see what I mean? Do you see what I'm talking about with this? Like,
I have
and it's up there for 60 seconds. Like, I'm like, yo, like the show was only like 50 minutes without the commercials. Stop taking away from this. But let's talk about Jimmy Neutron and the rest of this cast here. Or I like to call him Todd Chrisley. Also, Freddie Spaghetti, for those of you who remember him from Nickelodeon.
baby Anitra, wear this bigger hair
All the time.
This is great.
all the time.
Something new.
Her with some big hair is quite lovely. And she got the face
She's a
for it.
flat wig queen, baby. She loves a nice.
What do we think of Mistress's performance?
A1.
No, she did great.
Wasn't it? I thought it was fun. I was
Like,
like, okay,
how the
bitch.
fuck did she not win? How? I'm tired of her being robbed. She should have more challenge wins than Sasha.
Including the runway, I'll talk about it. I was like,
They had
Which
to give
is
the
not fair.
mirror for Untucked. She had the whole mirror message. RuPaul just gave her that all the accolades of being born to do drag. There was no way.
Can I bring this back when they pop up, Crash? I'm gonna hold it for when they pop up, so it's actually valid here. Because right now we've got Mistress up top. Yeah, she killed it. Honestly, we were worried from the rehearsals that she did a good job. Look at Teresa Giudice's cousin Rosie.
I can see that. Yes. That was definitely Rosie.
Really mad. You're not my family anymore. Okay.
I'll cut her tongue out.
I remember that. Oh God! I love Housewives history. Thank you, Chris. And then, of course, our yesified little Bill over here swinging that hair. Go in, sister. Yeah, it was an overall great show, but I think that Mistress honestly was killing it from their full beginning to end. I thought they deserved a little bit better. Now, Lux did a pretty good job too. I thought they did good for their role. They were very into it here. We've all seen this. This is, we've seen this.
I wanted to like Lucy's performance. Like, even though she was the star, did great. Like, she still kind of just vanishes in the background. Like, even Selena like takes away from her.
Look at Todd Chrisley waiting to go to jail.
Baby, even when Lucy was like center stage, I was like, who else is on stage? Let me look at, like, I just didn't want to look at her.
He reminds me of what's that movie with Robin Williams where he like aged?
Jack.
Yes.
Love Jack.
That movie was so emotional. Oh my goodness. Because he was
J-Lo was in that movie, right?
Well, it wasn't because he was aging. It was him. He was he was handicapped, and he was basically, that was a part of it. He couldn't develop past a certain age. Crash, obtuse, rubber goose, green moose, guava juice, giant snake, birthday cake, large fries, chocolate shake.
Barry, you're not my real dad.
God, if James Charles ever got on Drag Race, listen, I thought that they did a good job. I just wasn't like amazing like how people are doing it. I thought that Lucy did good though. I was like, oh, she's good job, but I wasn't like, fuck yeah. Feel like it's very much about more who you wanted to see win versus who did well, since everyone did well.
Lucy gave you swing character.
Pierce Paris is killing it.
That's an interesting avatar.
A raccoon with a raccoon hat on top of it.
Where did you get this photo of Terry Crews? Drop it in the chat.
Shade.
Yeah, I would have said Chris Rock, but
also applies.
Chris Rock.
Oh my God.
Oh, Chris, you're gonna have to let it be, friend. I'm afraid he's that girl. We talked about this. He is that girl. He's that girl.
Let it go.
You can like animals, Chris. That's fine. It's fine. You can like,
That's more so Kanye than Chris Rock.
Well, no, Kanye is supreme trash panda, so that's a different story. He's like Sage level.
They named them Tanuki suits hard.
Okay. Listen, they had a fun time up here pretending to be people. But yeah, look at Sasha.
I didn't even know that was Sasha. I was like, wait, who is that?
I would said that was Aziz Ansari.
It looks like Aziz Ansari.
I was like, Tom Haverford, bitch.
It does.
Tommy Fresh.
They definitely give the same energy.
Treat yourself. Except Sasha won't be canceled. Did y'all know that stuff about Aziz? No means no, Aziz. But yeah, Sasha, honestly, this was really good for her. It was definitely out of character. It was a complete transformation. It was really cool. Looks like they're going to be in a Tyler Perry play, with this wig.
Oh
God, it's out the bag. Like, there is no comb. There ain't nothing. It's straight up.
She's a musical number too.
I'm telling you. Jeffrey, thank you for the super chat. As Mariah Balenciaga once said, it's given when Cher and Rocky had that love child together in that movie, Brick House. Oh, I'm going to be doing flashback Drag Race reviews, y'all. So get ready. Get ready. We're starting with season 1.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'll be doing edited videos. This was good. I need to play this word. Keep playing it, Matt. I talked through a lot of this yesterday. Jazz.
Just wanted her gone.
Oh. I really wanted to see the rest of them in drag at that point.
I really want to know what other amenities Tuckahoe County has. We've seen the prison. We've seen clearly the school. What other amenities are in this fictional town?
A library. And it could be Breakfast Club, the musical. Boom! There it is. Writers, hello. If you do it next season, oh, bitch. Actually, that would be a cute musical for Drag Race. For this Breakfast Club, someone would be the principal. Then we have the full scale of the people. Yeah, that would be cute. Okay, this went on for a lot longer than I remembered. Let's keep going here. Anitra was good, but I want to ask, did y'all feel this was a winning performance?
No.
Elaborate.
I-
Before Jamar does.
I mean, a winning performance to me was Mistress, hands down. I mean, she did well, and I'm guessing that song that she had like resonated to real life. But other than that, I don't think it would deserve the win.
These are the moments you remember this is a TV show.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And the story of, oh, you're born to do drag, plus I had this traumatic experience with my family. Oh, my family calls me an Untucked, leads to me winning this challenge.
Thank you for the super chat. Aside from the obvious, I argued Anitra was smart for choosing a role to show she can captivate without dips and duck walks.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I respect
Poor
that.
Anitra. Like, when she gets to the final two, like, she can't do a dip or a duck walk. She just can't.
Not sweetie.
So I'm just saying, like, it would be
It's
smart.
It's the finale. That's the time to do everything.
everything.
Like,
she needs to pull a what's that girl? Iman, not Tisha, not Tamika.
you're talking about from the ceiling? Tandy, Iman.
Off in the ceiling.
Yeah.
Into splits, spin around, duck walk dip.
Someone needs to throw her into a split. Like, while she's in the split, like how Katya was in that, and then just throw her and she just still lands in it. It can be done. I don't know about the tuck though, but it can be done. I don't know. This made me feel weird because I was like, this is great. But when I realized she was going to win is when we got the critiques. And I'm like, you just let this outfit slide, but you would have read anybody else. You would have said, this is basic. You would have said, this is, oh, we need more. You need to give us more drag. You literally read Marsha for the same thing that you just praised Anisha for coming out here for. She put lights on her hands and walked. I'm sorry. I was really like, y'all, this is crazy to me. I'm a raver. Shut up, Jan. Like, no, like, what are you talking about?
Frankenfurter enters the chat.
Right.
Look, Sasha looked like she lost 2 fights. Or she was running without a bra. I don't know.
But it's the reference for me. Like, I love that she's okay being in on some type of trans joke without it feeling like poking fun at persons of trans experience. She's just in on herself. I'm like, this is really smart.
It comes from somebody who's also established who they are and their uniqueness, their power, presence, what they do as entertainment, to know how to do something respectfully without being disrespectful, at the same time recognizing the audience and knowing that some people are just gonna be mad to be mad, which, hi, we see you. Hey, 806 of you in this piece. That's a lot. Thanks for tuning in. Hit that like button, share, and subscribe. All these other people have places too. There's dollar signs by their names as well. So if you want to tip them for saying something funny, agreeing with them being cute, or you want to, I don't want to say that because that'd be wrong and against the terms of services, but you know what I'm talking about. Wink, wink. You can rim their jars or tip in it.
If you pay me enough, I might get on this train and come visit.
Some people can fist it too. I don't know. Maybe their jars are that wide. I don't know. But
that video pissed me off, by the way. That pissed me off. For several reasons.
We cannot talk about it.
I know we cannot. I know. We'll talk around it.
Listen, hey, couldn't believe it got in there in the first place is all I'm going to say. Just in the first place. Also, the thought process behind wanting to do that. Gross. Okay, IMC, have they done a Hairspray-inspired Rusical? I feel like they have.
They have.
I think so.
It was hair or something, wasn't it? It was just hair, the Rusical or something like that?
It was season 11, wasn't it?
No, that was Trump.
That was Trump.
Trump.
I feel like I've seen the Hairspray musical.
Yeah, I feel like they have.
Musical.
Maybe
it's
not.
interesting. Danny Beard. I still think about that Little Shop of Horrors outfit they came out in as one of the most iconic outfits to ever grace Drag Race stage. Like, have they done a Little Shop of Horrors Rusical yet? Because that would be fun.
Uh-uh.
I like that one. Or the Book of Mormon.
No.
Oh, they
No.
would never.
They
They would never
could
get
never.
the copyright.
They should never.
Oh, I've never seen it. I heard it was
It's let me put it this way. Every Black friend I've had who's ever been in that show has always left that show feeling extra traumatized.
oh my goodness.
Yes.
Yeah, sounds like South Park. Okay, listen.
It's Seth MacFarlane at his worst.
I thought the Book of Mormon was Trey and Matt Park, or Trey Stone and Matt
Sarah
Park.
McFarlane, yes, sorry.
Yeah,
South Park people. At
that
their
was like when they were really in their bullshit before they like got to a different level, and they're like, oh, okay, some folks change it up and others really don't. Then again, we saw the Tolkien episode. I bet y'all are saying that now. Tolkien. Everybody now is having to put that L in there. Tolkien. Oh,
That
even
gagged me. I laughed.
when Cartman knew, he's like, yeah, why do you think I've been calling him Token the entire time? Just mess.
South Park, like, I like the recent seasons because they're doing a great job of talking about what you know they're talking about, but not doing it such on the nose that it's like, well, duh. Like, sometimes you got to think about it.
I think for me, it's once it was in the Casa Bonita season and up, I've been like, okay, I'm in it. Like I can get into the older seasons were a little interesting for me. I was like, oh, this is interesting.
Man, Bear Pig.
but it's Al Gore. It's
Right.
the person. I'm super thorough, you guys. We have to get them nose. Okay, listen, I'm sorry. It's a fun show. We're having a good time. Everyone's doing a good job. Let's get to the runway.
Ooh, child.
Aaron, hi friend. Thank you so much for the super chat. Coming off my St. Patty's era weekend, you are in a rare form today. Love from Vegas. Love back to you. I'll be in Vegas in a few months. We'll talk, friend. We'll talk. I got to go there to pick up some more of my stuff and visit some people and take a break. Category is everybody say glove.
Such a missed opportunity too.
Yeah,
I immediately thought of if the glove don't fit, you must have quit.
I immediately thought of condoms and that.
Also,
So my glove look would have been old-timey cartoon character. I wouldn't be specific because you can't, but I would have done like steampunk, made myself all like black and white full bit and giant hands and a little bit, and I did on full. I'd almost look like a boar, but not scary.
That's a smart one. Like the single
good.
cartoon glove.
Like Cuphead. Like I would have given that kind of feel, like very that. So
I would have given the girls an uncritiquable look for this runway.
Blake said we're gonna do something. I make myself to the top 5. Bitch.
I'm gonna be a condom, and we're gonna have messages everywhere. Like, you won't have anything to say about it.
Okay.
Is anyone old enough to remember that N64 game Glover?
yes, Glover.
Yes.
I would just be like the big life-size glove, like an actual mitt.
I just thought of another good one, but it would be copyrighted. You know how there was Glove World and SpongeBob?
Yeah.
I'd have the balloon and everything.
Or like Michael Jackson and his
the iconic glove. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think about like Black Church glove, like the nurses walking around.
Oh,
like,
deaconess.
or something like that.
Try to give a little deaconess to get you to your
That'd be
right to
fun.
your seat. There you go. Hand out the offering plates. Come on now. Thank you, Sky, for the super chat. Sundays are infinitely better with the panel. Hope everyone has a great week. We hope you have one as well. I love this photo. Once again, it looks so cozy. It looks warm. Is there a fireplace? Listen, cozy. First up,
It's a chop.
This was the worst thing on the runway.
Where's
Lucy.
the garment?
You said what, Jamar?
Where's the garment? Where's her actual? Because it's like she barely has anything.
Oh, you said garment. Okay, I thought you said ramen. I'm hungry, bitch. Okay, listen. I'm like, girl,
It
I'm
needs to be like
Where is
here.
the outfit?
so she's doing The Shape of Water, and I was like, no, you're not.
I Listen,
I don't get
These
it.
housewives up top with like a Party City bag, like Halloween costume on the bottom. Like this was terrible.
What was that?
Oh, sorry, go.
No, what was is the movie called Smart Mom? Like that like the one from Disney back in the day when it was the lady from Married with Children and she was like an AI robot and the house was alive or whatever. She just reminds me of a robot woman who's going to possibly kill these people in their sleep. I don't like this. I really don't.
I don't either.
Smart House. Thank you. That was it.
Oh,
Smart
that's
House.
what I'm talking about. I follow.
Yeah.
I remember that.
There was a mom in there, and it was smart. I'm getting old now. I'm starting to do this what my dad used to do with shows. Crap. Okay, but
I
seriously,
don't like this at all, though. It's giving. What's that song Christina Aguilera was she was in her like 40s era?
Yeah. Candy
trying to
man.
sugarcoat the candy. That's what it gives.
Yeah.
when the unsuccessfulness was really hitting in.
Don't you do that to Christina because that was a good era and she was damn.
What was it?
It was a good era. It was a good era.
What?
It wasn't better than Stripped, but
That was a good era. It was not better than Stripped.
Like I said, the decline began there. Thank you. I didn't say it was bad, but the decline happened.
Bionic was ahead of its time.
I liked Bionic.
But tonight she's not the same girl. I'm waiting for Jamar to jump in. We're talking about his mother.
I know. That's why I was like,
I'm doing this on purpose. I'm doing it on purpose.
Do I bite? Take the bait? No.
Neither did Rihanna.
Oh, shut the fuck.
Come on, Jamar. Bring me.
I
would do Julia for.
Oh yeah, bring it, come here, bring it.
Oh my goodness!
I did love that song, except for the unnecessary moaning. I was like, why is she having an orgasm on the song?
You don't just moan?
It was. I was like, what the hell?
Sometimes you just gotta moan.
Listen, they just put Coco Montrese's moan in the background. That's all you heard.
Have you had one?
Thank you, Winona. I'm late, but Lucy still looks terrible. Thank you for the super chat.
The thing is, like, she went all out last week and she didn't have to, like, with that pound cake makeup, and she could have used the makeup here, with the special effects.
I think the lip. Go ahead. I'm sorry, Blake.
It's the whole thing. Like, how are you swamp whatever creature from the Black Lagoon? And like, it's just the makeup is too pretty. The hair doesn't make sense. The garment is,
You remember how we saw Miss Fiercelicious in a swamp monster, like full outfit like that?
That name sounds familiar, but I don't quite remember her.
I legitimately had to think about
Miss Fiercelicious from Canada, season 3. Ooh. Hi, Fiercelicious. Hey, sister. Dooley doesn't know you because he didn't watch. So listen,
I'll help
you out, Dooley. Not Kendall Gender. You're welcome.
Oh, that's what they have in common.
So listen, she wore this outfit that was a little bit more to movie set. And then I understand she wanted to do 50s, and some of y'all enjoy that era because you wish we were back in the 50s. However, this to me looks like she took a floaty device and blew it up in her hand. And then she walked outside and gave that. She looks like someone's mother. I don't like this. I'm sorry.
And the glove looks cheap, like fresh off of Amazon.
It all looks cheap.
It is cheap.
Wait, what's the disclaimer for?
I don't know. It just felt right.
And what did I say?
It was
in the comments.
Oh, okay. Oh, well, you said cheap, and we said yes. Technically she is Plankton since, Selena was Mr. Krabs, and this is high key. The Battle of Bikini Bottom is about to take place for the lip sync. Underwhelming with the new seasons too. I don't like the lip. I need to stop. Actually, let's do something here.
We don't like anything.
Well, let's say something positive. Let's get one thing out of everybody. Let's say
I like the wig.
Right. I can always talk about her wigs. Look very nice. But I was surprised that they didn't blur her
nipples.
They're not real.
That it never mattered to the FCC.
I think because they're clear with who this is. It's Todd Chrisley and drag, so they're fine.
Because I was like, they are very visible, but okay, I'm here for it. But yeah, the wig is the only thing I can say is
Dooley, she was tall, Georges, remember, Drewski. Thank you for the super chat.
Oh, I was being shady. I know who the girl is, y'all. I was the one that watched the program. I knew who the girl was.
Well, I appreciate the super chat, though. Okay, listen, you could explain it every time, sister. Okay. I know you were, Julie. I know. But Miss Fierce Sweet Fox, that's my sister. Hi, bitch. Can't wait to see you at DragCon, and I'll get to point Julie. I'll tell you which one he is. Okay.
I don't know that I'm going to be there.
Oh, y'all won't see my drag performance? Oh, that's fine. Someone needs to be recording me for my show on May 12th, bitch. Okay. Listen, because piece of cake is coming. Hey, Anitra, this is a nice outfit, but
It's a chop.
Chop. It's a beautiful outfit, but it's a chop.
Yeah, it's really nice. I would love to see her perform in this, but
I've seen this before. I feel like
you have in a different color.
oh.
Her runways are really hit or miss. Like she's had maybe maybe 2 or 3 good runways.
Who said this is seasoned Bosco?
What?
I can see that actually.
I said it. Okay, but listen, it is a little bit. There's been a little salt and pepper put on this. Hey, there's a hip. Her hair is giving, and the makeup is done. Like I live. Outside of that, this is okay.
I mean, even with the hair though, like we've seen like it's always, with the exception of what last week, it's always swooped to the left in some strange color. Like, and it gives, it's lovely, but we've seen this for 11 weeks.
The category, I mean, do we have a close up of the gloves?
Let's try to look. Well, they're kind of in the shot if you really want to look at it.
But it was something special about them, right?
Well, that's this little spinny device right here that she's clearly fucking up her vision so she can keep her optometrist, get their kids through school now.
See, I thought she had her hand like that. I didn't know it was like she's looking at it. Okay. Terrible.
But you could perform Bionic in this look, and I would live.
I would too, even though I don't like Bionic. Farnsworth, thank you for the super chat. Anitra really wanted the suggestion of an outfit. Thank you for the super chat. Dallas, thank you for the super chat. I'm just happy she doesn't have those clunky boots.
Hi, Dallas.
Blake's interested. That's what you hear that upward inflection, and that was interest in the tone. Listen, no, Dallas was cute. Hey, but I love the signature scar. I'm a fan of the niche, these Eastleigh earrings, or it is what it is. It's an okay outfit, but hey.
The mug never lies though.
Ever.
I didn't even need to say her name. She just did what needed to be done here. So they can call it bias.
Drag.
Hi, drag.
Hi. Okay. Faded. Zooted up. I wish the hair was a different color. It's my only thing I would do differently is a darker hair, but that's it. But I think everything else is lovely.
I can see that.
Like a honey brown or like a strawberry blonde, like something just a little bit darker. But Houston is cutting the fuck up. And RuPaul lived. When she hit that corner, she said, oh, I was like, oh, I thought she had the win there, y'all. I was like, well, RuPaul lived for the outfit. She's got it. Nope.
How do you have this runway and then the performance she did in the Rusical and you still don't win?
This is a television show.
Rigor Morris.
Sorry.
That eye makeup, girl. They play in your face.
Sumptuous.
Okay, and look at the shape.
Sumptuous.
It's zero wow, like it's doing things. Okay, like that freeway is not just a straight line, and certainly ain't 610. Bitch, it's moving. Okay, it's intersections. I'm here for it.
Not 6'10".
You know, with that giant circle. And like I said, thank you, Jamar. See,
I wish we had a 6'10" in Atlanta. There is no way to get around this.
y'all need 5 new freeways in there because clearly, and I remember driving through there, hell on earth.
There's no way to get around it. If you go from north to south, east to west, you have to go through the city.
Like, and God forbid you're changing lanes and someone is just speeding through that sucker, and it's like, well, girl, hope you brace for impact. I can't. Oh goodness, I loved it. This was puss. Puss. Next up is Luxnor London, aka Kelly Rowland.
Right.
Okay.
Wearing a
Took the wig
puppet wig.
off that puppet and kept it pushing.
Puppet and
And
kept
she
it.
reached out it. Said me.
And then made it work.
Can you imagine?
I like this, but does this count though as gloves?
I said sleeves because if I'm thinking of cast, I think of a sleeve and not a
Yeah.
glove. But I think it's A for effort as far as like creativity because nobody else would have thought of this. But like, I say sleeves.
It's a very soft toot.
Her Willow era is
It's not the
kicking in.
category to me.
It's very transparent soul.
I would wonder then if she got a different, like
Brief.
if her brief is slightly like, if you know.
Well, Blake, call it because remember we talked about this last week and Mistress confirmed, and Deja even confirmed on some of her stuff how sometimes they tell them extra, and then when they give you the category, it's only one specific thing in the title, but it's like no, you gave the brief as we can have this. So true.
Also,
Could be.
question for you: did you get Daria from this? Because that Pecker guy on the panel said he got Daria.
Not the pecker guy.
Popcorn Pecker, Orville Redenbacher. I don't know what.
Orville Peck. Oh my God.
That's what you're talking about, Diggy? Somebody mute Diggy. Somebody mute Diggy. I was genuinely like, who are you talking
I'm
about?
over here in my brain, like, is this against terms of service? Every time he kept saying it, I'm like, is that a bad word? Can you say that? I kept saying that was the only thing I was thinking about. And then I was like, wait, is it Oral Peck? Okay. You said I didn't see Daria.
Diggy, get out of here.
When he
I
said
didn't-
Daria, I was just offended. That's all.
Yeah,
I
because he
take that
doesn't know what
very
he's talking
seriously.
about. He does not know what he's talking about. That nothing of Daria, nothing of the sorts. Who is that supposed to be? Out of the only 2 black characters were on the show, talking about. That's not even Jane. Like, don't do that. I heard him, Chris Russell. I was like, girl, she's new. So I can't. Chris was offended. Nonchalant one. Thank you for the super chat. Love you guys so much. You guys bring me so much joy dealing with my brother-in-law and his brain cancer, but you guys are brightening up my day as you always do. Love you. Sending my love out to your brother and your family and you right now. I'm hoping everything comes for the best here. I can't imagine what you're going through, but you got our support, baby. So all I love back to you. Now, luckily we have a good image up here while we're talking about those things. Yes, Chris said Pecker. I've said it. All right. You know what? Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. This program is for entertainment purposes only, and content is not to align any religion, race, Packers, companies, individuals, or wigs. All opinions expressed by Matty Rants and program participants are their personal views, do not reflect the opinions of every Packer on the planet. No hate should be sent to any of the shows. I'm really just trying to make this in the limited ads today. Individuals mentioned for this program. Poot. All right, let's move
You're
on.
gonna get hate mail from Peter Piper.
Pickle peppers.
He's gonna write you some hate
Yep,
mail.
right back up. Thanks again, Julie. That was a fun one, Julie. Props for that one. Let's see here. Lux, it was cool, but I thought it was more sleeves.
Right.
Hell no.
I hate this so much.
Hell no.
Okay.
Where to begin?
SpongeBob, me money.
Okay. So
Yes.
My sweet pearl.
So
Jesus.
he was onto something with the oversized side of the gloves. He was onto something, just nothing.
Where was she on? What was she on?
I like how big and obnoxious the hands are, but it's just like the rest of it. It's like it just doesn't. It's and then she tried to
What is
suck on it.
Ravioli, give me the formioli with Robo Crabs when it was plankton in the Robo.
Okay.
SpongeBob references.
I didn't.
What
I
reference is
didn't
that?
say-
It's SpongeBob.
Oh, that's why I don't know it.
Oh yeah, that's a classic SpongeBob.
I'll be right back. Go ahead, Jamar.
I'm not a SpongeBob fan.
Go ahead, Jamar. Keep
How
going.
dare you?
I've honestly,
Okay.
Chris, I've never seen an episode of SpongeBob.
Yeah, I mean,
I've never
it'll be
seen.
Okay.
on at night or something, but
How?
Okay, watch the first 3 seasons. That's it.
I refuse. I think
Get
it's
through the first 3
one of the
seasons are where
dumbest
all the
things
iconic
possibly.
like quotes and funny shit happens.
It's really adult humor. It's really not for
It
children.
is.
well, I mean, I like Rocco's Modern Life for my adult humor. Like I'm just
It's the
old
same energy.
school.
same. I agree with you. I think
So-
I hate SpongeBob.
If I were to suggest a SpongeBob episode to watch, or if you wanted to give it a try, season 2, and you don't even go past 3. There's a couple of gems in there that are very iconic, but season
2 and
2.
3.
I saw one where it's like he was trying to get his driver's license from that.
With Mrs. Puff, she is
Mrs.
Yeah,
stressed.
Puff.
that was funny, you know, but
There's season 2. Mrs. Puff is like actually ridiculously shady, and like they say so much fucked up stuff in that show for the first couple of seasons. The new ones
gotta
they don't
get,
do as much, but the old
Stepping
ones,
on the beach. Like that's a good episode.
you gotta do the circle for the. They're looking for the bearfish, and they have to do the circle when they're going camping in Squidward.
Bring it around town.
Or the magical conch. They had to
That's a
listen
good
to the conch.
They are legit funny, y'all. Like the first 3 seasons are it.
You have the Alaskan bullworm.
Ooh, that was a good
Oh,
one
that's
too.
a good one.
Hibernation with Sandy. Oh yeah, that was another great
Oh,
one.
yeah. Which one of you fellas is the real dirty man?
Dirty Dan. Right, there we go.
Anyways.
All right, so these two light-skinned bitches over here can't let. No, I'm just kidding. All right, let's see. It's okay. Listen, y'all have your shows. I watch all of the ones you watch too. But yes, SpongeBob is a legend. Oh,
okay.
Somebody be Blake.
He's already quiet. I mean, what?
I'm letting y'all have this is your moment.
have it. There is have it. Shout out to Jasmine Kennedy. We appreciate you, sister. You were on the sauce when we saw you, girl, but we had a good time.
I like Jasmine. She was nice.
No, she was good. She was fun. She was drunk, but she was happy. She was fun. She was sweet too. She came by a little live panel session as well. That's the real one. Love you, Jazz. And it sure changed. I know, sister, from the season. Look what happens when we meet in person. I know, Larry. I know.
But this look,
We
I'm
actually
just
laugh.
wondering-
And have
I haven't even changed the picture. We've been stuck on the Macarena.
Okay.
Hey, listen.
It looks
Is that
like
what you was
him.
doing?
No.
Oh.
It looks like budget him. Like before him became the person that we know today. Like this is him.
It looks like Squidward being turned inside out because of the nose. It just looks like they're like now, like, I don't know.
Is that a face on her?
It's a face.
Yes.
Okay. Ooh.
I like the big hands. I think it would have been cool to have a giant hands and everything else as small as you can possibly make it. And so the juxtaposition between the hands and everything else. So like corset it up, like do like a tiny face, do like a tiny play on that because I think it makes the hands funnier.
Yeah, someone did call her Dr. Zoidberg yesterday in my review.
Zoidberg.
It just. I'm trying to see how does it make sense. Like if she
It
had,
don't.
It don't make sense.
You know, like
The limit does not exist.
oh, I love
Little
that.
Latin boy in drag. Why are you crying?
But what? Because you know she had this whole rant that she went on about Ross Matthews. I didn't understand his comment in particular either. He said something about something should be black.
Let's not
What are you talking
repeat
about?
the words that she said either. I love my channel. Thanks, guys.
Mr. Blobby.
well, didn't
Bobby-
Ross say like this was not even on the runway talking to her? It was just what he was just talking about her looks, and that was it. I don't think he said anything like bad, like Jeffrey Bohr Chapman. It was more so just like
You said something on the lines of "it isn't enough," or basically it had to do with her taste.
But didn't Michelle say to her face that like I want to love your personality, like you know,
I want to love your looks like I love your personality.
yeah.
That's
To
a
her
kinder way.
face. I don't know. I just thought it was kind of tacky and uncalled for. I mean, even if it is Ross.
Crumb dumpster.
Oh no, I'm gonna crumb.
You know, there some things I imagined, and this wasn't one of them. And you know, I like Selena a lot, and I do like the big hands. I wish she showcased this differently. Like she did it sexual kinda, and I was like, why? Like this should have been real goofy. Like if anything, like you're spitting on them, you're sucking on them, and it's not a good looking outfit. So that's like you doing sexual things makes it like almost like offensive. I don't know.
Maybe without the bodysuit, something different with it.
A whole different bodysuit, yes,
Yeah,
or not a bodysuit.
Yeah, not a bodysuit.
Anything else, like a big dress, like she's a little kid and she found her mommy's gloves or something. I don't know.
You could have worn a Hogwarts robe and it would have been better. Like, this is ugly.
Well,
shit.
I agree. Whatever hit the floor.
Right. Period.
That must be the taste level. Whoa, Matt.
It's hard to fall when you're already on the floor.
Man. James Cameron. Wait, that's that episode he's trying to get to the bar. He's trying to raise the bar. I can't. Ryla. Real monsters, but make it now, Ryla.
Boo, Ryla, boo,
I
boo, Ryla, boo.
I can't even finish your sentence. I can't even.
Is it giving Ickis?
Couture.
not even Icarus.
Ooh, Jamar.
Y'all don't know about the cat don't know about that cartoon. It's too long ago.
Oh, I would love for someone to do that for a drag performance and come out with all those heels on and everything. That would be such a gas.
Okay.
Mm.
Professor
Oh,
Crow.
there's more.
Everyone was like, "Is this a spice wig?" I was like, I mean,
It could
It
be.
looks like it.
It could be.
it popped off a Bratz doll for sure.
I'm just
Foster's
mad it don't match
home.
the bang is giving real
I see Foster's home for imaginary friends. She gonna be there for a while, but
Oh,
yeah,
no.
I see it.
Damn, Gina.
The Duchess. Ooh, more super
So-
chats. LJB, Mr. Ross or Gina Matthews. Should he judge?
No.
I think Ross should judge. He's
Why?
I like Ross better than that other leather handbag that we be getting.
True.
Not leather.
Ross gives good critiques to me. He
When?
didn't really say anything that warranted him being called a cigarette.
Maybe I.
Oh.
I think that
She
was the
called-
only.
it was so strong how she said it.
Yeah, I just don't use that in my vocabulary, so it was just kind of jarring.
I only use it when I'm arguing with girls.
That's
'cause
fighting words to me.
that's why I use it when we're arguing. Because I want you to fight. You want to swing.
I want to
let's
know
go.
when Ross has given any critiques that were helpful. In my opinion, he's really good at sounding very positive and like not attacking, but it's usually
Right.
very empty. It's empty. He can go.
He
Where-
asks a lot of questions with his critiques versus actually giving the critique. He'll ask a question about it. Did you feel like this was your best drag? And it'd be like, are you sitting in this blouse having this conversation with me? Okay, girl.
And just right quick, I just want to know what she meant by she felt like she wasn't represented on this show, like as a Latina. And I'm like,
There probably were conversations where she talked a lot about certain stuff related to her and they didn't show it. So it looked like she was always just making like her, Selena-isms, whatever you want to call it. And then they just use that versus like getting to the deeper picture of where she comes from, what part of LA she's from, her life story. We found out her parent, what happened with her mother, like light stuff for Selena. Like, so matter of fact, to give an example of that, Dooley, remember when she was talking to Mistress and also how she's talking to Lucy this episode? Lots of times we saw Selena be the person to help bring out someone else's conversation, but not have their own conversation. So maybe we missed those moments of her talking and really getting her story together. But also, let's remind ourselves who went home first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, who also we don't even know those people. We don't even know them.
Yeah.
Or got to win, and we're like, who? No shade, but
I would say also, and like this does not invalidate like her point because I understand it to an extent. But like remember seasons 1 through maybe like 8, when there was a Latin girl on, you used to hear the maracas and the drums and the generic
subtitles.
Really?
yes,
every single time you would hear the generic salsa or merengue in the background, like
And they
every
always-
time,
they
go to
always caption those girls.
season 2, Jessica Wilde. Have fun.
every time.
Have fun with that one. Baby.
So
like
we don't have that anymore, which I think is a step forward. However, I also understand what I hear it.
I mean, I just thought it was funny. She came in as a caricature, but then it's like, now take me seriously. You know?
mhm.
I still think she's a great drag queen, though. I'm saying, like, you signed up to be critiqued.
Yeah, someone said Selena was Mexican in this chat. You saying she was a bad stereotype. She's not Mexican. Mistress is Mexican. If you're gonna insult her, get it right, please.
Oof.
I'm just
I mean,
saying.
she is representing like a certain, like, you know,
Didn't
Latin person from California. I get that part. of it.
It's very there because when I lived out there, what she's talking about from I think East LA, I was like, oh, that is very that. That's literally girl going through come on, Matt, what area of town that was? And I was taking the train. It was like 34th and something. And I'm taking the red line. And I'd get off in this particular part by this park and everything like that. It was basically that. You know what I mean? So that's why I'm like, what are people talking about? So anywho, let's move on here. I don't want to bring no hate to no folks. Sasha Colby is next. What do we think of this?
Nasty.
I thought it was smart.
That's the same thing I would say.
Echo Park. Thank you, Gregory. That's what I was talking about. Glove, baseball glove. Perfect. Like, and then you deconstructed the hell out of it and you made it into something sexy and like really fitted for you. And then you put on some nice boots, bitch. I live for those boots. I want those boots.
Yeah. She's the only one that didn't really make it so literal.
The eye makeup for me was my only issue where I was just doing a lot
I
of this.
loved it.
You liked it?
I liked it because it felt very sport.
It was a little severe for me, personally.
It is. I agree, but it felt like okay. I get why it's dark because of like boot black that baseball players put on their face, like, and it made me think different about her whole arc this episode as a trans woman who sort of goes through this space as Carl and then comes out of this space as a transvestite, if you're going to sort of use the words of Rocky Horror, which is what the reference is, and then sort of into this like full, I've taken a masculine sport and like really like transitioned the whole look. I was like, this is A1.
And she low-key kept the makeup too from when she was in the Rusical. Like she didn't fix it too much. It was like, oh, I'm just adjust, and just go from there, which is smart to do. I liked it. I mean, but that was my only thing. It was a little trash pandy upstairs.
The trash pan. I'm surprised she didn't have that like large glove that you get at the baseball games.
The foam fingers?
The foam finger?
That doesn't count as a glove? No. Okay.
I mean,
Yeah.
Probably wouldn't go with the look though, maybe.
because she's giving, I'm playing the sport versus a fan of the sport.
That's true.
So she could have had like an oversized baseball mitt
Hmm.
or a normal sized mitt, actually. I mean, because I think an oversized one would have made it look campy, and this keeps it sexy.
I say a bat would have been a fun accessory to have with this one at the point in time because she did the imaginary and was like, well, Loki, you could have been spinning that sucker around and it would have been giver.
Ooh, you could.
You know, it would have been giver.
Yeah.
Okay, a wooden bat at that because you want to keep it in the same chromatic color scheme. It'd be right with me. But yeah, I thought this was puss. Again, Sasha, you know how Anitra walks very fierce. Sasha has this effortless, smooth, just the way she carries herself across the stage. It's so fun to watch. I'm like, oh, she's giving. It's my favorite thing about Drag Race, the runway. RBJ, Sasha was the most creative. Lucy, Anitra, Mistress, and even kind of Selena just wore outfits that happened to have gloves, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I agree.
Innovative, I'll say that more innovative. Yeah, because it's definitely like if we're gonna go there, we're gonna go there. But I see your point. She didn't win. Can you believe it?
Shocking.
So I said Sasha and Mistress were low key for me the top contenders this week in terms of like shocking performance because you expected different, and then the runways were like, oh, but yeah, they had other ideas. Yeah. My favorite question gets asked today.
Your favorite?
My favorite question.
My favorite question too.
Because this is when it's like, all right, are we playing or are we playing the game? And a lot of people were upset. I shouldn't say a lot of people. I should put something before people. But they were mad that Lux had a speech up here and this all turned into something else and whatever, because apparently if there's only one left, you have to root for them, right?
Well,
I said not the toxic Marsha stands migrated over to Lucy. Anywho, who should go home and why? Now, before we go through everybody, I want to ask you all, if you were up there, are you going to do whoever has the worst track record? Or are you going to go for the person who's the biggest competition? Or are you going for somebody who has made it difficult for you to work in the space that you're in?
You want in order?
No, I'm not in order. I'm saying how would you have voted this? How would you have done this? Like if you're
you ask us in order.
My brain gave up. Like what?
Are you asking like more than me, than Dooley, than
Like,
oh, that. I was stuck. I was on the list, so I was like, "What you would do it in order from what I just said?"
No. I got you, Blake. Honestly, in
They're
the
mean
moment,
to me today, y'all. It's okay. Let's go.
I probably would have done the track record thing. That's like the initial thing that would come to mind first. And I'm imagining in that moment, you don't really have too much time to try to think about what you want to say before you say it. And I would have been like, everybody's great, but just based on like what Selena's been doing, she's only been in the top once over the course of the entire competition. It's like everybody else has to win.
Yeah, I would have went by track record. I mean, you can't argue with the stats. I mean, facts are facts.
I think that's a cop out. And I'm gonna say whoever has been impeding my progress in or getting on my nerves, I enjoy a peaceful work environment. And so I would have stood up here and dragged Lucy in the same way that Lux did for Biden.
Boom.
So I would have dragged
nothing anybody's peace. Like
I would have dragged Lucy also. I don't think because she's disrupting peace, but because Lux has a point where she's like, she's not the future of drag. She's vanilla.
She said generic.
She's generic. That's not a winner to me.
She didn't say one lie, but
it's not a lie. Like it's just like look at all of them. Like look at the 6 of them. Even in this
see 5.
Like, you only see 5.
And that's the problem, Diggy.
I think my speech would have been like, if we were to base this off of a track record, then we could that would be too easy. We should go off of what we can see up here today. Obviously, Selena and Lucy have the worst outfits, so they should be lip syncing.
Period.
Like they look the ugliest. Now what? Like, you know what I mean? But also for me, I am going to go off of an experience where if I'm having to deal with somebody that's getting on my nerves and I'm trying to get through this competition and they've been pissing me off for 5 fucking episodes and Rue's asking you should go home, I'm going to give 2 answers. 1, the one that they want to hear, and 2, the one that we want to hear. That's how it would be done. 1 answer. I think she should go home because she's doing really bad in the competition. That's easy. They're already going to put her in the bottom. They're asking for a bottom 2. So you need to give another person. Obviously, Selena's going to be up for elimination, regardless of whatever Mr. Krabs did today. So that's why when people are making the argument like, oh, well, y'all are not doing the classy way. It should be fair this way. Stop it. This is a competition.
Fair? Have you seen the elimination?
Like,
fair.
come on now. Like, come
Fair
on.
honestly would have been for them to be like, okay, well, we can't quite decide. We're going to make the top 2 lip sync. and then you girls would like send a girl home.
Because if they did so well,
That's
why
what they
not
should've
do
did.
that then?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, you all did so well, so it's very hard for us to make a decision. And what Blake just said should have applied. That should have happened. Personally, I mean, if you really want to go there, Marsha kind of should have stayed last week. I'm saying that.
I
Julie's
agree.
saying that.
I agree.
Like you want to talk about somebody who wasn't going to give us nothing but vanilla ice cream, came up there, put all the sprinkles on top. Bitch, what? You showed up and you showed out when you needed to, and it was finally a lip sync for your life. So if I'm going to call it what it is, send the delusional bitch home. Because she said she had 6 wins, RuPaul. Now what?
At the point when you started counting mini challenges, when I had to send you home, because baby, you are on Narnia. You are in a different world right now. What? Like,
Oz. You are in Oz. You need 3 clicks to come home because that's not it.
it's wild.
It gives very much. They just asked this question to figure out who they want to put in the bottom.
Thank you. And you knew Selena was already there. So it's like, let's just figure out who gets the
Who
other
else
set
you
of
want to put
votes.
there? Y'all tell us.
And it was Lucy and Selena. So it's obvious. Boom, put her in there, which is Lucy. I don't know why I'm here. 2 votes, girl. Like, that's why you're there. Like, this is not rocket science. Oh, y'all are crazy. Anywho,
And just look at the man in the mirror.
his name is Todd. Listen.
Change your ways.
Oh, anywho. Okay, RuPaul,
Exactly.
look at this pucker top.
I
You
didn't
have
even notice that.
the nerve to be calling that satin dress that Selena wore a mess, and then here we go. I said, if you don't get that steamer or put some sort of padding in there to get that to stretch out, girl, look like it's gonna be in a vacuum seal. All right, like come on. Oh,
Maybe she pulled it out of whatever plastic container that was in the wild basement and threw that right on.
like they had like that couch has been sat on too much, so the leather can't go back to what it used to. It's very that. Lucy was spooked. Lucy was spooked that, you know, Lux kind of. I mean, actually, let's really call it what it is. Lucy was surprised they had to ask the question, then started crying when they said Selena's name.
Again, stand 10 toes down, because if that's what you're gonna say, then that's what you're gonna say, baby. Like I went based on track record. I said you based on track record. You ain't gotta get sensitive and emotional about it. We don't need the dramatics.
I'm like, the tears were because she wanted to say Mistress's name. And her other person said, no, take the safe route here. But I'm with you, Blake. I was like really pressed. Like, why? I get this is also crazy, but this emotion is very, oh no, oh, I can't believe I'm doing, come on now. Like, you know who you want to go home. Don't play that. Don't do that. That was annoying. And Selena felt that energy. Like, really, girl, you were just crying on my shoulder not 2 hours ago. And now you're saying my name.
But it was also fake, because like it is abundantly clear that you do not care for Lux and Mistress. So I would have been pressed too. Like you've given it to us in Untucked, you've given it to us in the workroom, you've given it to us in the conversations that we are having, just getting ready. Like for you to come at me sideways after you've already established, you just knew that the girls were gonna pile on me and that they were gonna put me down there because you added on to it. You should have told the truth, because now you look even more ridiculous. She's been dragging them for the last like 8 episodes. Like, what?
And that's where my frustration with the viewership and this whole, they've been doing this to her and they've been da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Even without those moments being prompted, it's always the considerable, it should have been me, it should have been me, it should have been me. I don't think their drag was great. Remember how Mistress came back after lip sync? We were shocked that you won, girl. Gave her all those faces. Where was your anger for her then? Let's not play this game of it's only been them. Let's stop playing that shit today. It's getting on my last fucking nerves. Like, real talk. Like, come on now. Moving forward here. Anitra, the only reason your answer didn't sting like Lucy's did is because you actually said it like, I'm just going off of track record here. I'm not making it any deeper than that. Sorry, Selena, it's you. There was no, it didn't feel fake. It was like, oh, okay. That's the difference. That's the difference. It didn't come from a place of, this is going to be so hard.
What
All
was
right.
it?
That hair does look weird, though.
You said, what happened?
I said that hair does look good.
It do. It really does. And I like the lights that's in it too. Listen, Selena, I know you were pissed and pressed. Honestly, the pissed and pressed should have been this outfit. But yeah, it is what it is. Now, Mistress, because it's like, why would I even dunk on Selena? Like, that's stupid. She's clearly going to be up there. Duh. I could say Lucy, but that would just play into the edit. I'm going to take out my biggest competitor. Since she said, I'm tired of the Sasha Colby meet and greet. That was a cack. But Sasha took it like, because it wasn't personal. You guys saw Sasha, okay, fair. But Lux had I think the most iconic answer for this one. I think Lux, you have hit number one. This is, if anybody to answer that, you've beaten Alyssa, because that was great when Alyssa said, the person I would choose is not up here today. And RuPaul's like, talk about it. Charisma, uniqueness, nerve, and talent. Everybody up here has it, but Jade. No, she said a positive critique about Selena, a positive critique about Sasha, Mistress, Anitra. She even said a positive critique about Lucy. However, she said her drag is generic and that she is not the future of drag. And when I tell you that ripped, her face while Lux was talking was fine until I find her drag to be generic and she's not the future of drag. And she said it with a smile. I need you to know, Lux said that with a smile. It was like, this is not happening. It was good though.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't take Selena seriously. With these hands, I couldn't take
I have this fantasy that I really want to see play out on camera. Like, I want one of these moments. Like, it's top 5, top 6, and RuPaul says, who's supposed to go? Who y'all want to go home? I want, like, somebody with, like, the cojones to be like, you know what, Ru? Let me send home blank. Put me in the bottom and let me send home a girl. I want to see that happen. That's what I want to see.
So I'm going to agree with Julie to the fullest, because if RuPaul grants the wish and then that person sends that girl home, I don't want the other, or better yet, the girl is like been a mean the entire time. Let me send her home. And the other girl's like, really? Okay. And it's like an Anitra situation, but no one knew she could dance.
Right.
Give us TV.
That's what I want.
Give us TV.
Well,
that's what I want.
To that point, one way you can switch up the formula is RuPaul identifies the bottom 3, pick the one girl, and then of the other 2 girls, who do you want to lip sync against?
I want that format, Blake. I want that format. Now that's shady, and it's good because it takes the decision away from RuPaul, but gives it to be a fair decision. It's like obviously all the bottom 3. However, through this, you get to choose, just like how they did with the lip sync Lollapalooza.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Good idea.
If you get ideas, wild, we want percentages. That's all.
Because you can't take from. Listen, I'm about to say black businesses. Disclaimer. Sasha said send Lux and Lucy home because they're too close to her.
I mean, yeah, that's getting out of answering the question, but not answering the question.
I want a clear win, so send the girls that are close to my track record home, please, and thank you.
Does Mistress only have 1 win?
Mistress only has 1 win.
Crazy.
Knowing how we know how Sasha has the win that Mistress could have got, Anitra's win now could have been 1 for Mistress. Sasha also should have won when or won that week. So technically, Sasha could still be at 3 or 2 if this was graded in a different world. You know what I'm saying? So she still would be high regardless. It's just the way that the points have been sort of given out has been interesting. But I'm happy Anitra won. I just wish I am happy for Anitra, but I wanted my Houston sister to win today. I did. Lux looks crazy clapping in the background. All right, the battle for Bikini Bottom is here, everybody. It is Plankton versus Mr. Krabs, and the secret recipe for Krabby Patties is on the line. The song is I'm a Goofy Goober by SpongeBob and Patrick. Would have been a better lip sync song than Kate Bush's Running Up That Hill. This song deserves flow. It deserves a dress. It is a park and bark. It deserves a dress and a gown. These people are in a bathing suit and a bodysuit. This was ridiculous to watch for me. I wanted them both to go home, but I know we couldn't do that. So let's hear from the panel.
Really could have done without it. If it wasn't for Mistress shading the hell out of Lucy in the back. In her home, Selena.
Yes, Selena sent her home.
That was great. And then
and
it was
to be
Ross's
honest,
voice like, "Bitch, I heard that."
I heard that. Yep.
Ross blended into the background like Homer Simpson in that little grass here when that situation happened. Here he go. Look at him.
It was like, "Bitch, I heard
I
that."
think
She's
that
like, "You heard that?"
I think that Selena actually won that, but because that was her fourth time in the bottom lip syncing and she wasn't really given on the runway, they had to chop her. And so they
Come on, Trendy K Bonet.
I think that, and I won't say they did not want an all PLC top 5.
Huh.
I love how Blake. No, not they.
Specified.
But no, thinking about track record and how the show normally works, we can't have another Abby OMG moment here. You know what I mean? John Bur's Blonde made it to the finale with no wins, and they played in her face like she was going to do something. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, like she, okay, Electra Bionic really got the girls to think that you can win a season of Drag Race with no wins, because that's T. In Drag Race Italia, she won with no Maxi Challenge wins, just mini challenge wins. That's why Lucy has this delusion. I blame Italia for it.
We don't even count that. So like, Italia don't count.
Well,
I'm trying to remember, like, what did Art Simone say at the finale as to why she should win? Like, how do you...
Baby shark toot 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 toot. Sorry.
I'm trying to remember who that is.
Whoa!
Oh.
I thought I was being wrong. Okay, I thought I was.
Gigi.
No, I have to think about it.
That was the girl that they brought back for reasons unknown on that first season of Down Under that we don't talk about.
Oh, okay.
And then made it all the way to the finale with no wins. And it was like, why'd you bring her back?
I really had to think about it. Like, who is that?
Yeah, baby shark toot 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 toot. Listen, Shamar, you got a picture with Art. I remember when we met her and Karen that day, and then we found out about Karen later.
Ooh.
I had Karen's business card and everything, child. I saw that photo pop up on Twitter, girl. My whole wallet said reparations. Listen,
But I
okay.
love that name. That name is so campy and funny, but it just never translated on the screen.
Had the tattoos and everything. I couldn't believe it.
Ooh.
Hey, so let's talk about this SpongeBob episode that Blake and Chris have never seen. But Bimori, thank you for the super chat. Lux fully except for Serena to lose. I hated it. I'm sorry. I really didn't like it. I didn't know what Selena was doing. Was she giving birth to her hands? I didn't understand like what was taking place.
Yeah.
Come on, Lucy, give us nothing. Because yes, like
Drag Race producers, if y'all are watching, I think y'all have the formula backwards. Y'all are now putting up lip sync songs that have hit on TikTok, expecting for people to live for it. It's the other way. Drag Race chooses songs, and then the songs get lit, and people listen to them, and then people play them on TikTok. Y'all got to go back to being more independent with choosing what these songs are, because as we see, song choice matters, and it can really have an impact on the feeling of the lip sync, the girl's ability to do something. Because this is the third or fourth lip sync this season where like you had girls that could give, but the song was chop. And so now we got this.
because Lucy's not a bad lip syncer, and
Not
neither
at
is
all.
Selena. So like let's call it what it is. And I know the girls are like, oh, it's Stranger Things. Actually, it was Pose first, and it was the Angel scene specifically where the song became popular, and Kate Bush got back into the whole radar again. Then it disappeared. Then Stranger Things made it famous. So I want Pose to get its time here because Drag Race already good for ballroom stealing. So I just saying. But look at the position of each of these two people. This is Kate Bush's running up that hill. Selena looks like she's running to the restroom. Okay, and is barely gonna make it. And I don't know what happened to Lucy here, but possibly it's Mystic River all over again. I don't understand. Like, this was a lot of nothing for me, and I really was annoyed by this entirely.
Yeah. It was
The
big,
split.
especially after last week. It's like, how do we go from that to this?
This is your boba tea craving. My boba tea yesterday was delicious. Thank you, Patty G. Appreciate the super chat. I miss my boba tea. I think I'm gonna go and get a burger today, but I'm gonna get it from Red Robin with a fried egg on top. Yup.
You're not gonna go to Smash Burger?
No, I don't like it like I used to. I know.
An expensive ass burger for no.
It fell off. It's just, and it's always sloppy every time I get to the house. She's begging for Trump to be president again. All right, let's move on.
You going to jail on Tuesday?
Please don't send him to jail.
Opposite day. They don't sell boba, but they do sell really great burgers and fries. Let's just get through this.
Yeah, this lip sync was not it.
There is an In-N-Out in Texas. There's actually one that's not far from me, and I'm still not going to go to it.
Y'all have Shake Shack?
We do. They have one in Montrose now, by the gays.
I was gonna say that.
By the gays.
I feel like RuPaul is in this moment upset at production because they have her watching this.
They said they pushed this song because it was supposed to be earlier in the season and they had to move it, and then we got it here. I don't know where it would have been good. I'd like to see what Sasha Velour would have done with this song. Oh, well, we would have to have a blank wall behind us, a projector. Okay. And it would have been it. That's it. And it would have been something. Been artistic as fuck. Been in the Houston Museum of Natural Science.
What does she do these days?
Sasha?
Making money, minding her business,
right?
Living in New York City,
being ball, doing whatever she do. Yeah,
like nightgowns and
nightgown just popping.
Yeah,
doing her
she
thing.
produces large scale shows now. They're usually here in Brooklyn.
Nonchalant, what they give the super chat. If you're going to do a Park and Bark song, then why not Woman's Work? That's Kate Bush too.
Because the girls don't. I agree, but this song is hot right now, which is why they probably opted for it.
Hot right, girl, I ain't even on the charts no more. Listen, Stranger, that season's gone. We're waiting for part 2 to see what Vecna's gonna do. Speaking of which, Scream 6 was great. Go see it.
It was.
It was fun. I enjoyed it.
It's my third favorite after 1 and 2.
I was a little mad at the twist, but I was like, oh, okay. I figured out one of them, but
it was the other one that got you. See,
but that's what made me mad though, because it was like, really? Okay. Well, that explains why that was that whenever that was there, and he was there whenever it happened so quickly. It was like, but I got thrown off a little bit because I was like, not my curves. Got thrown off just 1 second, and I actually liked the jock dude. I didn't like him in the first movie. I liked him in this one. I liked him. I was like, oh. Look at us talking about things more entertaining. So Selena was removed from the competition. I like you, S-Titties, and I really hope you come back. I don't know about after that comment you made, but I really want to see you come back, sister. And just come with a different package, but bring the same you again. Like bring you a little bit more secure. I know you had a lot going on though, because you were leaving family with a lot happening in the background, a lot on your plate. I want to see you with not so much stress on you come back into this competition again. I like my Libra sister. I feel bad. This outfit is horrible.
It's the worst thing I've ever walked Drag Race stage.
It's one of the ugliest things. Yep, I agree. I don't care. I don't care what no one says. This is hideous.
Would you rather wear this or Derek's? It's
Derek's.
Here. It's a okay.
Derek's.
Would you rather wear this or would you rather wear Alyssa Edwards'
Alyssa Edwards?
Alyssa Edwards, I would choose. I'll actually choose.
What about Lala Ree's outfit?
Yeah, iconic.
That's
I wouldn't want to see this on a pin. Like, I want to see a picture. I wouldn't want to sign a picture of this outfit.
Lala Reed. I miss her.
Lala Reed. No, but actually can't. Well, never mind.
Right. The Madonna.
I hope we see her again soon.
Me too. That would be real nice.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Excited to see. I want to see my other sister too. Someone who I wasn't really feeling on the season, but we cool now. I want to see what they got. Like candy. It's past the 2-hour marker. I'm not even going to do the boys like that. I'm not even going to do them like that because low key, I'm out of breath. Okay, listen. We talked a lot about this show today. We had conversations that may have included you. Nothing was meant to be malicious or of ill intent. If you took it that way, therapy. Sorry for my mic in the beginning. Thank you for the tips I got. I'll be buying another one. This is the third one I'm going to have to buy. Oh my God, I hate it. But then again, I'm also heavy-handed, so I get it. Jamar, social medias?
So you can find me on social media at Jamar84, JAMAR84, with the exception of TikTok, of course, Jamar840. Hit the link in my Instagram bio to look at all the projects I'm a part of. We're releasing another trailer for My Invitation Only on the 1st. Looking forward to that. And yeah.
Successful. Real quick, while we're doing this, Jamar, you have a question. What's your favorite horror subgenre? I don't know about the next question, but the subgenre we got right inside to you.
Ooh. I mean, mystery thriller.
Okay. PG-13. C. Diggy, social medias, please.
Yeah, C Diggy1 on Instagram and Twitter. My YouTube anniversary is tomorrow. 3 years. I'm doing a special live. Check that out. Follow me. I'm almost at 14K. Patreon.com/C Diggy1. Oh, and I saw Swarm and I actually liked it. I just finished it before this panel.
Okay, I don't know if I want to watch it. I don't know if I
Well,
want to see
you
Chloe
gotta
get
watch the
dug
first
out.
2 episodes.
Okay.
You can't watch the first one, just the first. You have to watch 1 and 2.
I'm not sure.
I just saw the first episode.
And then Billie Eilish's performance in episode 4, she's getting an Emmy for that.
William Eyelash is in this show.
You heard it.
And she knocks it out the park. And I don't even fuck with her.
So it's Paris Jackson and Roy Culkin.
Well, I didn't even know that was Paris Jackson when I saw it.
Was she dark?
No, but she explains her blackness.
Yeah, it was funny.
Oh, that's gonna be interesting to see her play a black woman. I'm excited to see her play a black woman because it ain't never been. Well, thank you, C. Diggy. I guess I'll try to look at it tonight.
It's only 7 episodes.
It's made me a little iffy.
How long?
7 episodes, 30 minutes.
Jason, I know you're asking about Drag Race España. Check my community post. We're going to be doing a live review about that tomorrow. So I'll dedicate all the time in the world to Drag Race España tomorrow. Thank you, though. Dooley, social medias.
You can find me on Twitter at _DooleyNoted_. You can find me on Instagram at DooleyNoted with 2 underscores in the middle. Everything else that you want to know, you can find at linktree.com/Dooley__noted. Additionally, y'all have been requesting new content for my channel. I now have a functional kitchen. I just got all of my things hung by a carpenter. So, hey, I now have space to actually record. So, new stuff coming. It was a handyman. I don't know why I said carpenter. It was a handyman. He came. I got a spice rack. I got a pot rack. I got some kitchen counter space now. It's delightful.
I was stuck on hung. But thank you, Dooley. I appreciate it. It went from a carpenter to a handyman. At first it was Jesus, and then it just became one of his disciples. I love it. Thanks.
This man's name was Igor, and I'm fairly positive he's Ukrainian.
Despicable Me. Blake, social media? No, bye. All right, thanks for tuning in, everybody. No. you should do Jurassic Park.
Magic word.
Classic. And the fact that I now know that's Newman from Seinfeld. I was like, oh,
yeah.
Now I know why he got the job. Okay, listen, you know where my stuff is. It's in the description. You know where I'll be on this internet doing stuff. I'll see y'all tomorrow for the Drag Race España live review of the Meet the Queens. We'll also be playing in the evening time the Corey. I need y'all to go look at the other Corey videos, my gaming videos. They need more views from y'all. Y'all be here for this. You be like, Matt, we want to see you game. Well, where you at? I'm gonna yell at you real quick like I'm somebody's uncle. Not father. I won't claim you. All right. Listen, we love y'all. We appreciate the tips. We appreciate the activeness in the chat. We appreciate y'all for tuning in, whether you agree or disagree with us. This is for fun. And we respect these queens and we show up to their bars and tip, and we ask you to do the same. Better yet, show up to your local bar and tip one of your local queens, because they may be on Drag Race one day and they shouldn't be a person that exists when they get on TV. They should already exist in your current life now. Okay, cool. Love it. All right, I'm done yelling at the world. I'm done also talking to my friends here today. Hope everyone gets some food. Hope everyone gets some rest. We'll see you next time. Hope you have a good one. What's going to happen next week? We don't know, but we'll talk about it. Until then, bye, everyone. Why the gas? No, I'm playing.
Sometimes you got them on.
Oh my God.
Hold the Pharaoh. Bye, y'all.
Listen.